Make sure it's live on the YouTube as well.
Doing it live. Fuck it. Doing it live.
Exactly. We're doing it live and we're doing something different.
Wow.
Well, not completely different.
By different, we're doing the exact same thing we did yesterday.
Yes. There we go. All right, we're live on the YouTube. Hello, everyone. Good morning. It is Thursday. This is Captain MKG here. Thank you so much for joining us. On the panel with me today, as you can see here, I have LDG with me.
Hello.
And as always, the delightful Birdo Prey 5.
Hello, world. It's Birdo Prey 5. Kapla.
God, it is better than a cup of coffee in the morning. Thank you guys for coming up here. So for those that are wondering, we are actually going to go ahead and jump into Civilization 6 this morning instead of Satisfactory. I will go ahead and do a bit of an extra long episode of Satisfactory here later today. So with that being said.
Oh, you're off today?
Oh, I'm not off today.
Is that what it means? Oh.
It just means I am going to be able to play a little bit longer because I don't have any meetings until I think 11 o'clock, which is like noon your time. So no, not noon, 1 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the next best thing to a day off. You got most of the day off.
Well, it's like I don't have to start. I don't have any meetings until 11, and I'm just like, hey, you know what? I'll just go ahead and jump in. Let's see what we can get done today. Until somebody starts messaging me, then that's when I get in like, uh-oh. Now I got to figure out what to do.
Yeah, we had a strong start yesterday. Anybody who wasn't watching,
I think LDG's Bluetooth headset might have gone out of range. That's okay. We'll hear him when he gets back in range.
There we go. Sorry. Yeah, I'm on the outer range here. We made it to Classical yesterday, right?
I believe so. Because
sweet.
Yeah, I haven't changed.
Sweet, yeah, I think the score was pretty tight too. So like we're within I think we're within 5 points of each other, which is surprisingly.
Hey there, Captain Fandom Nerd. Welcome. Good morning.
Aren't you all about to get your asses beat by the CPU?
Well, I think we got the first wave. I think we took care of the first wave. At least I took care of the first wave on the southern continent. I don't know about because I think they're in the northern continent. I don't know. I haven't seen them yet. But there's a huge fleet in the ocean of barbarians right now. I do remember that.
Oh,
so
my bad. Hey, NB Geek. Sorry about that.
Hey, buds. Are you still dealing with the barbarians, guys?
Don't know yet. We'll find out once we get in there. I've dealt with my barbarians so far. I think there might be one more encampment, but that might have got destroyed by a forest fire.
Let them eat cake. Yeah, that really. Yeah. Well, wait, that didn't work out for Mary. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I just got done sending a very kind of lengthy Facebook response to an old airman of mine. He was one of my troops, and he was asking for help with leadership stuff because he feels like he's not doing enough for his people. And I told him I was like David. I was just like. Yeah, I responded back. I was like, remember how I used to say I shielded you guys from a lot of things you didn't know? I said I never followed it up with how bad it wears your ass down.
Right.
And then I was like, I lost more battles than I won for them. But I fought the hell out of them. I lost a lot of them because, hey, I didn't have the stripes to, my stripes only went so far.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I told, my suggestion was when you win those battles, take the win. When you lose those battles, make the environment as comfortable for your people as you can, and always listen to the feedback of your troops.
It makes perfect sense when you say it.
Now, I do have one thing I do want to say about politics, and this is not a left or right thing. I promise. But for the love of God, we need young people to start running.
Oh, absolutely.
No, we don't. Okay?
Yes, we
Young
do.
people are the problem.
No,
we need wise
motherfuckers
people
are the
with
problem.
experience.
No, these old
Wise people with
motherfuckers are the problem.
experience. You're ready to surrender to the young people. That would be the worst thing that could possibly
No,
happen.
I want to see Gen X, Gen Z,
Gen
millennials.
X are not young people.
I'm 43.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not that
You talk
old.
about young people, that's not
Yes,
Gen X.
we need millennials and we need Gen Z.
We don't need those people.
Yes,
They
the
still
fuck
have a
we
lot
don't.
to learn.
Okay, let me finish my statement, Bird.
No, you always make the same statement. I know what you're going to say.
No, you don't.
You say it on Twitter. You say it on YouTube. You say it all the time. You just want to step back and let the young people take over. You're tired of the fight. I get it. That's fine for you, but don't put up the fucking white flag of surrender for the rest of us.
That's not what I'm
Okay?
saying.
It is what you say all the fucking time.
You are okay. No, Bird, you are misunderstanding what I said. You are conflating two separate things, politics and geek culture. You are getting the two mixed up.
You're surrendering in both.
No, I'm not surrendering in both. I just don't care anymore in geek culture.
That's surrender.
Fine, then it's surrender. I'll sit at my corner at the sandbox and let the rest of y'all fight it out while I'm drinking a beer. I'm tired of that, and that's fine. If you want to say I'm waving the white flag of surrender, okay, I get that. That's not what I'm talking about when it comes to politics. You're taking two different things that are not in common at all.
Yes, Fandom Nerd. We are going to be playing a game here. That's why I switched to Civ 6.
Now, what I was going to say was it just we need some young people because I looked at the numbers and dude, we have 16 senators that are like between 80 and 89, and out of 100, 67 of them are up for Social Security. So I'm like, don't you guys think maybe it's time you call it a day?
So in that sense, then it sounds like more of defining the age limit that you could possibly do, because while Social Security has their entry age of, what is it, 65 and a half, I think, or somewhere in that ballpark.
I believe something like that.
So if that's the case, then maybe for public office, you just shouldn't have anybody who's above 70 running.
You know, that's actually, I think that was the age my wife suggested. But anyway, that was it. Chill out, Captain Freedom Nerd. I'm not going to go all politics.
Because, I mean, here's the other thing, too.
Maybe we should have people ritualistically commit suicide at 59.
Oh, God. That's,
like in
oh,
TNG.
Why are you going there?
Because when you put an age limit, that's the first thing I think of. Why should there be an age limit? Okay, the limit is when people stop voting for them, they get out. You don't need term limits. You don't need age limits. Okay, the constituents are the ones who make the decision.
Yeah, but I need young people to get involved in politics.
We don't need young people to get involved.
Wait. So, okay. So,
and you know what? Young people get involved anyway. We've got AOC. We've got the other fuckwits. They're there. It's not that they can't get involved.
Look, I'm not talking about what goes on in New York, per se.
Well, you know what goes on in New York affects the rest of the country.
No shit.
So, it sounds like, Bird, that we should really just have not so much focus on term limits or age limits or anything of that sort, but we should really be focusing on, really, it sounds like, educating the young people to actually get them to be more involved with what needs to happen.
You should be educating everybody because it's not just young people.
I understand. I was just, trying to build that bridge.
Yeah, but the problem I run into is just like I'm running into now. Nobody ever wants to talk about this discussion. It's like, I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to ever talk about it. It's like, well, then why do you think things are fucked up? Because y'all just want to bury your goddamn heads in the sand. Anyway, I'll shut up about that now. Let's see how your barbarians are doing. Did you guys win? Did you kick their ass?
I'm hopefully going to be kicking somebody's ass here in a second, but first things first, settle a city. Yes.
Settle a
Yeah.
city.
Yep.
Creating one?
Yep, Yaroslava.
Wait a minute. You get to make names up for these, or they just make them up themselves?
They just make them up themselves. Like my capital city, St. Petersburg, and then the next city that was created was Novgorod. I can't pronounce that properly.
St. Petersburg. That's a good name for a capital. I like that name.
Okay, choose research, production, ancient walls to keep the barbarians out.
What age are you in right now?
We should be in the classical era right now. Need a builder down there. Let me check this. No, not there. Science. Yep, we're in the class. I'm in the classical era. I'm trying to catch up on all the other technologies, though. Actually, no, I am caught up. I'm researching medieval technology soon.
And you don't have to pay in-app purchases to make this go faster, right?
Hell no.
Oh, yeah, that was the problem I ran into with Age of Empire. Or Age of Empires, I think it was. God, it's been so long since I played. Not that it matters anymore. My tablet's dead as fuck.
Why is the tablet dead? Is it just...
Nah, it's an old tablet. My wife gave me a new one for Christmas last year, and I in turn gave that to my daughter for my grandson to have.
I see.
And then my wife got annoyed with me about that, and I'm like, yeah, but you had no problem asking me to give my PlayStation up to AJ because his makes the loud ass noise because I think it's overclocking, but I've never gotten it repaired.
Oh.
I mean, it still works. It just, I think it's overclocking because it's so damn loud.
Right. You just hear it go, and you're just like, great, just what I need to hear right now.
It's one of the reasons I don't play games because it's annoying as hell. And honestly, I don't like wearing headphones.
The headphones I don't mind.
Oh, sorry, bud.
I was gonna say the headphones I don't mind. It's just it's if I have to wear ear pods or anything like that. That's what annoys me.
Well, I guess I should say, let me rephrase that. I don't mind wearing headphones, but I don't like talking through them. Because I always feel like I'm yelling. Because I always feel like I'm yelling at people, and I do that enough naturally.
And that's why I kind of like the new microphone I have, which is a lot better than my old one because now it feels like it's crisper, it's clearer, and there's not a whole lot of background static that I was getting with the old headset, or not the old headset, but the old microphone.
Oh, I understand what you're saying there. Yeah, the microphone I got was it was a little expensive, but way better than the internal mic. Hey, 47 Yorktown, what's the temperature there? Because it is cold as shit here.
You got 33 up here in Colorado right now.
Oh man, we are 23 with a wind factor of 20.
So it's 20.
Yesterday was even worse, man. We had, I swear to God, the wind was howling so bad, I thought I was going to wake up in Oz.
It's like, kids, I don't mean to alarm you, but if you see a Tin Man talking to you going, oil can, run away slowly but surely, because you are going to go down a path you don't want to go down.
Just don't go down that yellow brick road. It's nothing but trouble. Just get back in the house.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next turn. Come on. Come on, game. Figure your life out. There you go.
I only check my Facebook every so often, but my Facebook's mostly family old friends from back in the day and coworkers I used to work with.
Yeah.
Which I actually had to explain that to people when they were like, I thought we were friends. I was like, when did I ever say you were my friend? I said, you're a coworker. I said, I work with you, but when the hell have we ever hung out after work?
Right.
I'm like, what would we hang out and do?
Oh, hey, Neil. Don't matter how good the tech, if not used properly, might as well be cheap shit.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That is a fair point. Well, one of the reasons I have no real interest in getting back into the IT field is, honestly, the technology just changes so fast. It made my head spin having to keep up with it.
That's why I fully expect my job to be automated at some point. I fully expect that.
Well, thankfully, my job couldn't be automated because, you can only, you do have to have a repair person.
Yeah.
Although I'm a firm believer in, I am a firm believer in, I'd rather people focus on trades versus wasting 4 years in a college getting a degree that ain't worth the paper it's frickin' printed on.
Tell me about it.
I got a bachelor's degree, but I didn't get mine until my 30s. And the thing was, I knew it was so easy for me to get because I'd been doing the job at that time for 12 years. So every scenario that popped up was literally something I had probably already done in some form or fashion. Always says it's about 39. That's actually not bad. That's light coat weather for me. If it's in the 30s, I'll wear the light coat unless it's windy. But once it starts getting in the 20s and teens, that's when I pull out the Wrangler coat.
Yeah. Let's see.
So, MKG, you work from home, I assume?
I can work from home about 2 days out of the week, and then I just have to go into the office, 3 days, the other 3 days.
How's that like?
How's that like? It works.
I'm generally curious. I know that's become kind of a thing. My brother-in-law is a kind of like LDG. He's an IT programmer. Only I think he's probably smarter than LDG. Definitely has less of an ego.
LDG, you gonna let that stand?
I don't think he's listening.
I think my ego's too strong
you
for
think
a
I
response.
didn't do
Got
that
it.
on purpose? I want to see if LDG was listening.
There's always someone better.
Oh yeah, there's always somebody better. I remember one time I was on call for an IT repair, and I get to what we called the Boost Lodge back then, and I spent 6 hours troubleshooting this frickin' problem, and I documented everything I did, and finally I had to call my supervisor, Blanky. Yes, that was his last name, Blanky, and I said, I was like, Nate, I need you to come in, man. I'm like, I've been here 6 hours. I cannot figure out what the fuck I'm doing, what the fuck I'm missing. And he came in and I gave him, like a 5-minute rundown of everything I did.
Mm-hmm.
And he figured it out in 5 minutes. And I was like, what the fuck? And then he looked at me and goes, dude, it's okay. I would have done everything you did prior to that. I just happen to know that one extra piece here that you didn't know.
Yep, exactly.
And it came down to experience. But he said he would have done everything I did. It's just there was a step that he knew I didn't know.
Yeah.
What was the step?
Dude, that was almost 20 years ago. I don't remember.
God.
What? I don't remember. It was
You
20.
tell
It
a
was,
story like this to IT people and tech people, and it's like you're dangling a piece of fruit in front of us.
I was having an issue. Okay, give me a second. We were having an issue getting the computer on the domain. I worked everything I knew to do to get it on the domain. Apparently, what it came down to was the gateway IP was completely fucked up
Okay?
for whatever reason.
Something. It's something. Thank you.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I had to try and grasp at it, man. It's been 20 years since I thought about it.
It's fine. Even if it's half right or whatever, it's close enough. It's something. I appreciate
It came down.
the effort.
It honestly came down to an IP issue that I wasn't familiar with. I wish I could have got to work more on. I wish I could have got to work more on Unix, man. I took a Unix class for what I thought was going to be. Well, the Air Force sent me to a Unix class for a week because we did have Unix stuff, and I thought, that was going to be my job, or they thought it was. And then I ended up going to another place, and I was like, God dang, this was so much fun. I actually fell in love with Command Prompt.
Those are the days.
Well, that's what I liked about Cisco. Although, if I'm not mistaken, and LDG, please correct me on this. If I'm not mistaken, Cisco's command prompt is proprietary. But I probably need LDG to confirm that.
I would
That's
say anybody's
correct.
command prompt is proprietary, but yeah,
Oh, is it?
it would have to be. Your command prompt is literally the access to all your functions.
Everything has
Matter
a
of-
command prompt.
Everything has a command.
Windows
exactly.
has a command prompt.
Yes, I know Windows has a command prompt. I still know how to get to it.
In fact, it's got several of them.
I just type in CMD and run.
Now they're pushing over to the power scripts.
Yeah.
Oh man, that LDG. No, that's all you, buddy. That PowerScript shit is outside my level. That's all you. That's all you programmers. Just don't break it and make me fix it.
Hey, good morning, Cody guy. Welcome.
Or actually, do break it so I have something to do. I was actually the guy who we were doing. So we had to create, computers for the Air Force and everything, and make sure they had the right SDC on them, standard desktop configuration, for whatever classification. And we had image, and in the beginning we were doing it all manually, and I'm like, why don't we have an image software? And we eventually got it, and then I came up with an even better way. I was like, why don't we get a cloner? And I got the fun, I got the unit to approve the cloner. They were like, why do you want it? And I'm like, because it's going to take a whole lot less time to clone this hard drive than imaging it. And the image is already, I'm like, I only have to do one image and I can do 6 clones in less than an hour. It takes 2 hours. It was like, it takes 3 hours for me to load the image, but it's only going to take me an hour to clone 6 of these hard drives on this stack. They're like, where are we getting the money for it? I'm like, oh, give me a break. You're telling me we can't find $1,800? I was like, it's the end of the year. I know you're wasting money on other shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just read an article. The Navy lost a lawsuit to a company that only gave the Navy 50 licenses. Well, they only bought like 50 licenses for this high-end program, but they somehow cloned it or loaded it onto 2 million systems.
Oh, I can believe that.
And, they were like fighting. They said, no, our license agreement allows us. to load it on as many
No, it
computers as
doesn't.
possible. And the company was like, no.
No,
And so they ended up
actually, the
having to
Navy's
go to
wrong
court.
there. Yeah, you're right about that. The Navy is completely wrong there.
So they lost. They're appealing supposedly to the Supreme Court or something, but
They're going to
it's
lose.
like, yeah,
They're going to lose.
that company's set for life now.
Well, you can't. Well, I don't understand that. Why not just get? I think what it was called I forgot how the how the license. I forgot
there's
the
volume
license.
licensing. They could have.
Yes, thank
This
you.
has been going on
license.
for years. They could have negotiated it years ago, I'm sure, for pennies of what it's going to cost them now. But
Yeah,
they
but
didn't, for whatever reason, the powers that be didn't want to negotiate it.
Well,
not my problem, you know.
No, but that sounds stupid. Only getting 50 licenses. That's
It was a test.
okay. Well, if it was a pilot if they were doing it for a pilot program.
Oh, hey, I finally met Captain MKG. What up there, buddy?
Hey, friend. I sent you a delegation.
Did you?
Yes, I did. And the
Did not-
barbarian.
You guys can actually have delegations.
Why did?
What, you
Yeah,
starting to open
yes,
up
you
trade?
can. Why? Shut up.
Guys,
Where did? God damn it! Where did you? I didn't get a message saying you sent me one.
So you see the diplomatic delegation accepted. It should be right above where it says choose research in the lower right-hand corner. You should see like a podium. Do you not see that?
All right. How come it won't let me send one to you?
So in order to send one to me, you have to click on Peter up in the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah.
And then there should be an option that says send delegation for 10 gold.
Nope.
No?
Just declare friendship. That's all I have.
Oh, okay. Well, you can do that too. You must have accepted it earlier.
All right. That's cool. Sorry, MB. Go ahead.
I'm Jaloja and grabbing a beer.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Actually, sounds like a good idea for me to grab another cup of coffee real fast. I'll be back in 2 shakes. 1, 2, 2 shakes up. There we go. Right back.
Now's your chance. LDG, launch the secret attack.
Yes. Here we go. Prehistoric nuclear devices.
Cinnabon was playing a game last night. He just kept
nuclear thing.
ICBM.
That looked pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's what you get. That's what you get, dude. Ooh, your boys just got destroyed. Don't worry, I'm here. I'll clean up after you. Are you? Oh, so you can see this stuff. Sweet.
God, I leave for like 3 seconds and everybody's already talking about something. Hang on.
Right between your eyes.
One nice thing about living in this nice cold ass environment. I don't need to put my beer in the fridge.
Okay, I'm back. So, Captain Phantom Nerd was saying I would much rather hear about this game. What's been going on? Oh, damn it. It's up to you, LDG.
Yeah, I was going to say, why didn't you back off on that one? You trying to get the gold before me? You could have saved your units if you just backed off a bit. Let me do it. I'll avenge you.
I've got a swordsman coming in. So.
Oh, you already got swordsman? Oh, my God, dude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Recruit.
When do you start getting guns?
After swordsman. After knights. right? Musketmen are after knights, I believe.
Yes.
So what do you got? Spears and arrows and swords?
For right now.
Right now.
Let's see. Oh, no. 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 Sorry, just choosing the religion. Choosing my religion.
Oh God, please no REM. I hate that band. I cannot stand that guy's voice.
Well, you can at least stand my voice. So that's
Oh
a
yeah,
plus.
your voice, but not his. Oh my God.
Hey, boss. Sorry, guys. Something just came up. I need just a couple minutes.
No, you're good. Be able to keep ourselves entertained for sure. Plus, I can answer any questions Captain Fandor has about this game too.
I swear to God, I think. Oh, screw you, Captain Freedom Nerd. You just probably said that because you knew it pissed me off. Honestly, he knows how to push my buttons.
He knows how to push everybody's buttons.
Yeah, but he knows how to push mine.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't know a single song
Oh,
from
well.
REM.
I don't know, man. I will say that at least Cap is at least he owns it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just because he can't exercise free speech and relinquish ownership.
Oh, we are not going here. We're not going there, man. Come on, you guys always get mad whenever I bring up politics.
Damn. Okay. Oh, good. Who is this?
MKJ, what
Yeah.
are you doing for Christmas?
Staying put. Hopefully, getting nice and stony.
So your mom or family doesn't come up to visit?
Not during this time, no. Just because I don't know what the weather's going to be like with the airport, so we just wait on the side of caution.
Yeah, my mom, she really wanted to come up this Christmas, but she wants to bring her husband Roger, which is fine. I've known Roger a long time, but by the time they got married, I'm sorry, but I'm in my 40s. It's kind of hard to call him my stepdad.
Right. No, I understand.
But he's a great guy, don't get me wrong.
That's good.
But she wants to bring him, and the simple fact is, you know how prices get with planes during this time of the year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I
But
know.
she mainly, excuse me, she wants to mainly come up to see her grandkids and her great grandson, my grandson Freddie, and we're trying to see if we can set it up for maybe later next year.
Hmm.
Because I have no problem paying for my mom, and she's like, she wants Roger. I'm like, that's fine. I have no problem paying for both. The question is, will they come into Lambert, or would they fly in through Indianapolis?
Mm.
And the reason I say Lambert is because that's where my daughter lives in right near St. Louis in my hometown.
Oh,
So
I see.
actually, I thought that there might. I was looking at the numbers. Maybe next year. I thought maybe she should do a one way. Maybe come in one airport and then spend time, and then fly out the other airport, depending on which one. I would say probably go through Indianapolis and then leave. Come in through Indianapolis and then leave out of Lambert. Leave out of Lambert. It's in St. Louis. I don't know the Indy airport's name.
Yeah, I don't know that one off.
Is
the top
it
of
turn still going?
It's just for you, LDG. That's all.
Oh, I keep hearing a ding.
That's for you.
Oh, okay.
I was
All
I was doing something else.
I'm done. I'm coming back. Yeah, no worries.
No worries. No worries, man.
I'm heading back.
You gave me some time.
Here's something crazy, guys. For the second time this year, my family and I are actually going to go see a movie this weekend. I mean, all four of us.
Is it the it's that Santa one, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Violent Night.
Everybody, we all I saw the trailer, my wife saw the trailer, my son saw the trailer, my daughter saw the trailer. And everybody's like, this looks fun. Keyword, it looks like a fun movie.
There was another movie I saw that's coming out. Something about cocaine and a bear. And
I thought Ted was on Peacock.
For the Winnie the Pooh thing?
not the Winnie the Pooh thing. This was just like I think it was honestly just called Cocaine Bear. And it had Ray Liotta in it.
Didn't Ray Liotta recently pass?
Yes, he did. So,
No, man. I figured this out. I think I've come to a determination. 2022 was pissed off that 2021 got Betty White and said, "Okay, game on, bitch."
yeah. Not looking forward to any more for the rest of the year, but
Get that. Let's hope not, man.
All right.
They already took the Queen.
Put.
This year's making 2020 look like a bitch.
Jeez. Yeah.
All right. Took care of the barbarians for you.
Okay. God damn
But
it.
yeah, the last movie we all saw together was Doctor Strange 2, and now we were all pretty much disappointed.
Yeah.
My son, we didn't see. My wife and daughter saw Thor: Love and Thunder in theater. I really had no interest in going, and my son and I weren't feeling well that day. The next day we were supposed to go, and he's like, "Dad, I'm really not interested." And I said to him, "Oh, thank God, I didn't want to go see it either." I was going to watch Black Phone with my daughter, but like I said, I think I've mentioned that the optics wouldn't have looked good for a 43-year-old fat man taking two young girls to see an R-rated horror movie. So it's better my wife took them. But my daughter and I did get to actually watch it once it came out, and I thought it was great.
That's a. Oh, hey, no, come on. Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh, Classica era ends in 2 turns.
You got your golden era LTG?
Shit. No.
Where's that little bastard Scout? I'm coming for you, Scout.
So this is going to be interesting. I think this is going to be the first year in a while that Disney didn't get a movie that broke $1 billion.
Really? Huh.
If you want to count Spider-Man No Way Home, I'm sorry, but you can't because it made $1 billion before the new year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't count that one because it came out in 2021. But Doctor Strange did not do it. Black Panther is not looking to do it. And none of their animated movies have been successful. In fact, their latest one is looking to lose a shit ton of money.
I don't even remember what the latest one was. I just remember it looking like
Strange World.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm like, okay, this is something I can watch in the background if I'm bored to tears.
Well, somebody actually mentioned something about that and why, these woke movies aren't making money. And it really is the harsh reality that, Hollywood needs to understand. We don't identify with these movies.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to. I mean, we want to escape reality, but when you're like, oh, this is pro environment, this is pro LGBTQ, this is pro that, I'm like, okay, what's the relevance to me?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's just it. I mean, you can try and shame me for being a straight white male, but it ain't going to change the fact that I am.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But I think that's where a lot of problems are running into is people just don't identify with these movies. And it's not just in America, it's all over the world. They just, they don't identify with it. And I really think we are at a point where we're in superhero fatigue. We're like, okay, guys, it was fun. Thank you. But we've been watching superhero movies now since the X-Men movies. And we've had the MCU for a long time. It's kind of time to move on to something else. We're actually wanting original content. And what does James Cameron do? He brings Avatar back, which I seriously think is going to flop.
One could, yeah. I have a feeling it will. And at the same time, they'll try and make it. They'll try and say, "Yeah, this was a success." It's like, nope, not a
Him
success.
sleep, I'll do overflow with him tomorrow. 1 second.
So, oh, all right. So now I see where Spain is. So I see where Yitzi is finally. Don't know where LDG is.
I'm still trying to find Yitzi. Wait, you should have me already. I met you, so didn't you meet me?
I have
Yeah,
met
I'm right
you.
there. Oh, you
But
just
I
don't know
haven't-
where I'm at.
Correct.
Gotcha.
I see where Madrid
Yes.
is, but that's about it. Okay.
Damn, 1 point away. That sucks.
Oh, gold. Yeah.
Oh, no, wait.
Golden.
No. I was wrong. Oh, crap. I did get a golden age.
Nice.
Awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're all done now. I got a fucking golden age. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, so did
I.
So did you.
Uh,
So did Frederick.
choose the research. Let's get some of these researching ones out of the way. You're dead, scouts. Confirm placement. Build. Sweet. Okay. Gold reserves are up. Faith reserves are up. It's got to build. All right, let's wait. Yep, discover apprenticeship. First technology. New city state. Yep. Okay. Yep. Ah. I see Spain is on the move to increase their city size. Now, here's what really pisses me off is whenever the city-states manage to get a settler from a barbarian. That's what pisses me off because they're not going to use it. It's just going to sit there until somebody goes in and conquers that city-state. It is definitely not going to be me. So let's see here. What do we got? Okay, let me see here. Ooh, the World Congress. Okay. Purchasing currency type.
All right, I put quite a bit of political favor into one of these.
I can tell. Units of the chosen promotion class. Melee.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Cool beans. Proposal submitted.
Waiting for you to say. Let me make sure he's not typing in chat saying, "What the hell is this?" He should know what that is. Oh, we're good. All right, we're good. And results. Waiting for results. There we go. Passed. Melee. Yes, thank you. Minus 50% for production. Okay, got it. Not bad.
Scouts destroyed.
Oh, this is helping so much, that 5% bonus.
Just getting it up
Holy
there.
Crap. Very helpful, actually.
Spreading the word. Okay. Let's see. Next thing. Mathematics. Choose civic. Choose production. Send us an envoy. Excellent. What to do next? Let's see. Get more coffee. Yes. Okay, let's see. Let me just check this out real fast. Yep. Okay, let's get back to this. Still waiting. I still have a couple of points yet to get. Okay, here we go. Oops. The swordsmen have promotions. Must be in friendly territory. Okay. Pull back. Go forward. I'm gonna find those bastards. Reassign. There. Then I need you to appoint here. Okay. Okay. Get that built. Gotta have all the faith in here. Not the song.
Gotta have
just the
faith,
words.
faith. Yeah, gotta have faith. Wouldn't be surprised someone made a video on Civilization for that.
Now I know why that came up in my head. It's because you know the comedian Bill Hicks?
Yeah, it sounds familiar, yeah.
He did a skit where he was talking about that specific song, and he was just like, gotta have faith, da, da. And then he imitates a shotgun going into his mouth.
Net.
because I guess he was ranting about the mall culture at the time. That was part of it. It's like, what's wrong? You wanted to play with. She's like, what's wrong? You want to play with the big boys? And it's just like, let's pair that little chick up with Jimi Hendrix. See how much she likes playing. I'll show you how much faith you got to have. You got to have faith. I don't do it justice. I'll have to find it one of these days, and we'll all have to enjoy and watch the skit.
Yeah, like there's ever going to be another Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, there won't
Of course,
be.
there's going to be.
No, there's never another. That's what I hate about it when I hear people say, "Oh, they want to be the next this." Oh, screw that. Be yourself. Don't try to be the next of it, because then all it's going to be is you're being compared to the original.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what I don't know. There was this band. I remember them from the '90s. They annoyed the shit out of me. Oasis, because I swear to God,
I
was
love
like,
Oasis.
are you trying to look like the Beatles.
Who cares? Who gives an F, man?
Because they couldn't sound like the Beatles if their life depended on it.
They don't have to sound like the Beatles. They have
Then
their
don't
own
look
sound.
like
Oasis
Beatles.
has got. Then no. They can do whatever the hell they want. Welcome to freedom.
Hey, doesn't mean I have to like it.
You don't have to like it, but don't judge them on it.
Why not?
Because you don't want anybody judging you for the same bullshit.
People judge me all the fucking time. Everybody on this panel.
Whether or not
judges
they
me.
do or not doesn't mean that you want them to. That you lead by
don't-
example.
Excuse me?
Lead by example.
You
Don't
sound
judge
like a
others just
hypocrite.
because you think other people judge you.
You know what, LGG? I think this is a topic you need to not get involved in, because honestly,
Because I'm
dude,
right.
you're gonna start
So
sounding-
when I'm right, I have to be not in the
no,
topic.
you're a
Okay.
freaking hypocrite.
How am I a hypocrite?
You're a hypocrite
All right.
because you're sitting there saying don't judge people, but you'll judge people. Hell,
Okay,
you
there's
judged me how many goddamn times?
No.
First
You think
judge
I
me.
judged you. You think I judged you. There's a huge difference between
Okay,
judging
well,
somebody and thinking somebody judged somebody. And that's a huge problem. I cannot stand when people think I judge them. You don't get to say when I judge you. I say
yes,
when I
fucking
judge
do.
you. No.
Yeah,
No,
I
it don't
fucking
work
do.
that way.
You don't get to tell me how I feel.
I get to tell you when I judged you. That
No,
has nothing
you
to do
don't
with
get
you
to tell
feeling
me
anything.
No, that's the key thing right there. You don't get to tell me shit. I don't have to listen.
Okay. You don't have to
no
listen, but I
right
still
to
can tell
me
you.
a damn thing. Now, are we gonna argue about it, or are we just gonna go back to busting each other's balls like we
No,
always-
because you won't come up with anything to actually say for it. You'll just repeat yourself over and over again. So I'm good.
So I'm saying, is this really a conversation we need to continue?
If you were actually listening, yes. Absolutely.
You know what? Get the last word in and shut up about it.
Also, if
How
anybody's
can I
wondering-
when you keep talking?
Also, if anybody's wondering why I'm not interrupting, it's because I am way too out there, my friends.
It's all good. I wouldn't bust your
How
balls
close
if I
is your
didn't like you.
dispensary to you?
About 10, 15 minutes, maybe.
I'm so jelly. That's why I don't have it. Well, actually, oh, fuck yes. Thank God I can go this weekend.
Yeah.
You know, if this is
Resident
Pangea,
Evil.
why does it look like two different islands, two main bodies?
Because it's continents, not Pangea.
I thought we chose Pangea.
You pick continents.
Pangea, it was all the continents when they.
Oh, are you serious? Why didn't you? I had a dumb moment. Did you watch me do that?
I'm pretty sure you pick continents.
I swore you said Pangea, so I automatically picked it. I thought.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
it
you
says
picked
right here.
continents.
Oh, wait,
Did you
one
guys
second.
have
I'm
a
looking.
miscommunication.
Okay.
You might have.
possible.
I don't know where to find where it says. It just says the expansions and all that stuff. Teddy Roosevelt. Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
What
I
the
don't
fuck does Teddy
see.
Roosevelt have to do with anything?
Yeah,
The-
it says continents.
Okay, gotcha.
Don't
Yeah, it's
tell me
under-
there's a continent. Don't tell me there's a Teddy Roosevelt continent.
No. That's the expansion packs that have been loaded. I was reading the list of.
Oh, is that like an era thing?
No, it's just a game expansion that load. This game loads expansion packs. One of them is the Teddy Roosevelt content. I was just reading it fast, and you heard Teddy Roosevelt. That's all.
Well, that's why I asked for clarification, LDG.
And I gave it to you. I'm sorry if I sound like a dick giving it to you. My bad. Sorry. Whoops.
What do you mean? You sound like a dick all the time.
I know, so don't blame me for it.
I don't.
This feels like a comedy
Alice,
skit right now.
It is. It is. Of course it is.
This is literally
this
a
is
comedy.
real.
This is literally comedy.
It's like the classic skit of like, oh, so you like Japanese theater? Yes. What's your favorite kind of theater? No theater. What do you mean? I like no theater. So you don't like any theater? No. You misunderstand me. No theater is a classic form of Japanese theater. Oh, so Japanese doesn't have any form. I can't do it justice. I'm stumbling over it, but you get the idea. It's like, I thought you, but the end joke was, I thought you didn't like Japanese theater. Or no, he's like, I thought you didn't like kabuki. I do. I'll find, again, these are references and skits that I really do need to just have at the ready and just start sharing with everybody.
Oh, yeah, please, because that sounds like a fun skit.
Let's see. That one back.
I found I actually, I don't understand poetry much of jack shit, but I found I can do haikus pretty good.
Oh, I see Yitzy there. He's moving over. He's trying to get to the
Oh,
river.
you're letting those fuzzy foreigners in.
Well, here's the thing. I still have a lot of coastline left to populate.
Have you requested an avatar from him?
No, I have not.
Ah, man, you gotta request the Yitza original.
That's the one that everybody has. Like you and Bird, I see have the icons, right? That's his style.
Yes. Well, I can't speak for Bird's current one, but I think that is Yitza original. You'd have to ask Bird if he ever got back on the panel.
He's fine. Bird doesn't need to be on the panel. Bird has his own things I'm sure he's doing, like we all do.
I know.
Yes, they're all Yitza icons.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, Bird has several Yitza originals. He's got his Australian Bird of Prey 5, which is quite funny to see, but it's exceptionally well done. Yitza's a hell of an artist.
Yeah, I've seen his work a lot around, and I've also seen his videos of how he does it too. It's pretty engagingly interesting, is how I would put it.
I think I was on a panel once where there was like 9 of us, and all 9 of us had Yitza original avatars.
Nice. It's called
it might not have been that many, but everybody had one. I think it was between 6 and 9. No, not 69. But yeah, it was pretty much a maxed out panel on the person's channel, and we all had Yitza avatars.
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to reach out to him.
Yeah, he basically, when he did mine, he just, asked for some information. Of course, he's seen me on the panel, so, that's how he makes them up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, well, he knew I was into sci-fi, and he knew I was big into history. That's why I've got a Union hat and a Confederate jacket on, because at that time when I requested it, I was teaching when I was homeschooling my kid. During the homeschooling my kids, I was teaching the Civil War.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, I taught it in 2 segments. The first half was the road to the Civil War and the Civil War, because if you actually look at history of the road to the Civil War, it was inevitable. And it goes all the way back to the Missouri Compromise of 1820. I called it, the way I explained it was, we kept making these negotiations, and it was just a rubber band that we were stretching, and eventually it snapped.
Mhm.
And it snapped during Lincoln's election. That was the point where, let me rephrase that. In my opinion, Lincoln's election was when the rubber band truly was at its fraying point to where it was going to break. What broke it and snapped the rubber band was the attack at Fort Sumter. That was pretty much it at that point. Also, a lot of people don't know, in that particular election, the Democrat Party actually ran two candidates.
Okay.
And they kind of split the electoral college vote. And I looked at the numbers. Even if one of them had gotten all of it, it still wouldn't have been enough. Anyway, I'm not trying to talk politics. I'm just talking history.
Right. No, I understand. Well, let's see. That being said, how do you feel about, like, I guess, again, not politics, but when it comes to history, how do you feel when it comes to, like, the History Channel? Because I feel like the History Channel doesn't do history that well.
They used to. So I thought they used to do it really well, but I found myself going to more independent things now.
I see.
Not now, but more like maybe 10, 15 years ago. There was this channel I was looking at. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but it was, talked about the different battles in the Civil War. And they had these really nice graphics to illustrate how, the battle would go.
Mhm.
And how things were fought. And I was like, my kids would be watching that for school, for their homeschool. And my son was very engaged in them and had all kinds of questions. And actually, if there's one area I will say I did not tackle as well as I wish I did, because I didn't think about it, was I never talked about the effects after the war per se, not just with, like, the soldiers who came back, but and here's why I'm saying this. I'm watching that show Deadwood, and you have, which I think is fucking excellent, by the way. I've never seen it before. I think it's fucking excellent. And you have this doctor in Deadwood, and he's a Civil War vet, and he is severely PTSD'd because of what he saw. And there's a scene in there where I don't know if you've seen the show or not.
I haven't seen it, but that's totally fine.
He hates the army. He hates the military. The cavalry was coming one day to do a parade, and he's like, fuck the cavalry. And there's a scene that is so powerful, I thought. A certain character in the first season is dying, but not only are they dying, they're suffering. And there's nothing the doctor can do. And he's, for the first time in I don't know how long, he is praying to God, why are you doing this? What is the point of this? And then he starts going into, what happened. He goes, during the war, was it just to, prove your omnipotence? And he was talking about these men screaming, Mom, where's my arm? Find my arm. Mom, they took my leg. And I mean, this guy is just breaking down. And as a veteran, I'm like, I can believe this. This is, I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it because my wife, when she came back from Afghanistan, talked about seeing the people, because she was medical, seeing the people coming in from the injuries who were outside the wire. And then she said, she talked about the dogs that she saw that came back injured, and said that damn near she had to leave the room sometimes because they would, she'd have to break down crying. And, I had times where I saw names of people I knew, people I served with who were now KIA. Oh. It's like a scene. It's like a scene from when Cisco said, "I become to hate Fridays."
Mm-hmm. That always gets me.
Yeah, that scene with that doctor, I was just like, oh my God. I was like, we forget what those guys had to go through because they're doctors, but they just didn't have the technology, the medicine. They didn't even have the antibiotics and shit. I mean, you're cutting people's legs off and stuff, and there's no guarantee that they're not going to get an infection and still die.
Jeez. Man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get graphical there, but...
No, you're good.
It really is something I don't think that when I was teaching the history lesson, I was like, man, I should have focused a little bit more on that.
Yeah. Well.
Also, during the Civil War, we actually had our first woman get a Medal of Honor.
Oh.
Technically, it was rescinded, but it was restored.
Did not know that. Didn't realize that, I should say. Okay. Now, we wait.
It was something I was talking with my wife about, too, not too long ago. We can't watch war movies, at least not recent ones. Anything to do with Iraq or Afghanistan, we can't watch them. It just hits too fucking close to home. I would say, and I'm not comparing myself to the greatest generation ever. Never, I will never do that. But it's probably like, those World War II vets or Vietnam vets who watched movies that, like Saving Private Ryan and stuff. You heard about how it just hit too close to home for a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, those kind of things we just can't. I didn't even realize it until recently. I was like, I used to watch war movies. I can't anymore. So I'm just like, I don't need to be, like I say, I want to escape reality. I don't want to relive it.
Right. No, I don't want that.
Captain Freedom Runner, I'll check this out.
Let's see.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, Bubba.
Are you going up to the...
Okay. All right. I do have enough faith to purchase. Let's cancel that for a second. Purchase with faith. Settler it is. And I don't need to choose a new government right now. I'm all
Captain
good.
Freedom Nerd, you bastard.
He rickrolled you, didn't he?
No, he knew exactly what he was fucking doing. I swear to God, if I ever get to Kansas City, I'm going to smack you.
Jesus.
He sent me the freaking link for the sequel to A Christmas Story.
Oh.
He knows how much I
dare
hate
he.
that fucking movie.
Horrible. How horrible. What a horrible person. I mean, it's not like he tricked you into thinking that you had a what is non-binary on your own channel that one day.
It wasn't my channel I said that on.
No, you're not remembering. Not
No,
what
I
said.
remember just fine, LDG.
Oh.
I remember it quite well.
I got you on that. Did I not get you on that? You literally
Yes,
thought
well, that was
you like
my
ran to your channel. You ran to your channel like somebody put a video on there. It's so funny.
Yes,
I didn't
you got
expect you
me.
to.
At least I own up when you pump me.
It's a joke. I know it was totally for fun and
I
nothing
know.
hard feelings.
I
I
know.
was surprised you fell for it. Honestly, I actually thought I thought you were just gonna, people were, oh, you're very funny, or bad joke, LDG. But I actually got you. I couldn't believe it. It was hilarious.
Well, every now and again I get blindsided. Hey, take the win, man. It doesn't happen
I
very
did
often
take the win.
with me.
Hmm.
Ooh, that
Alright.
looked like that sounded like I heard that water.
Yeah.
That sounded like a good hit.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good and toasty right about now.
I thought you were good and toasty earlier.
I'm always toasty.
I am so out of everything. I got nothing.
I got beer, and if you saw my Twitter, let's put it this way: I overindulged Tuesday night, and yesterday I woke up at 5 a.m. and my hangover did not subside until around 8 p.m.
Oh,
Normally, my hangovers back when I used to get them would subside around, maybe noon, 1 o'clock. Nope. And then I confounded it with, by the way, I've made a determination. I am never eating Panda Express again. That shit tore my stomach.
Oh, dude, Panda Express. Oh my
No,
God,
I'm
I
never
hate that
eating there
place.
again.
I hate that place so bad, dude. They're Chinese. They're whatever you call their food tastes
That ain't no
so
Chinese
manufactured.
fucking shit.
Oh, it is horrible,
shit
dude.
is
Like you can
salt.
taste the chemicals. It's like you can taste the chemicals they put in that food. I swear.
I don't know if I tasted the salt or the MSG the most. All I know is after my hangover finally subsided, I was dealing with stomach issues, and I swear to God, I think I got enough sodium to last me the month of December.
Yeah, I can't do Panda Express, dude. I just can't. Oh Lord.
God, no.
And it was a good idea. I like the idea of Panda Express, but their food is fucking horrible.
Well, their food has gone downhill. Back when I lived in California, we used to go there after church, and the food was good. But I swear to God, I'm like, if I wanted that much goddamn salt, I'd have just gone to my salt tray and drank it.
jeez.
Yeah. Like they have a salt mine behind the restaurant.
I know. He's just like,
Oh, is it my turn? Oh, shit.
What are
Yeah.
the ingredients? 90% salt?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
just
know
like
I never did understand what an MSG was, but I do know. I was like,
What an MSG was.
no, I mean, I didn't even know. I don't know what MSG is, but I know they apparently put a lot of that in there. I'm assuming there's some sodium in it because I was like, okay, I've already had my doctor tell me my sodium level is low, which is weird because I put salt on my sugar and I put salt on my ice cream. But yeah, I think I'm good for the month of December.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah. After yesterday, I am definitely good for the month of December. I
I'm about to do a tricky move here in this game.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I am never eating that shit again. I told my wife this morning, I'm like, don't ever buy Panda Express again. Please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still
like
in
no
the
more.
dark age. God damn it.
Oh, do you guys know what a steak and shake is?
Yes, I know what a steak and shake is. Yes.
I believe so. Yeah.
They pretty much went completely automated in a sense. They got rid of the waitresses. They got rid of it's basically you order the food at your table and you go and pick it up at the counter.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, yeah, well, that's what happens when you ask for $15 an hour for a job you are not worth the money for. I want $15 an hour at McDonald's. Well, then they started adding kiosks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, people. You start demanding shit, technology is going to take over.
Oh yeah.
I will say this: I never understand this. I get people's personal biases and stuff,
Mhm.
but seriously, stop getting mad at Chick-fil-A. They've got the best fucking chicken. They're probably the most cleanest, nicest fast food place, and I've only had one time they've ever gotten anything in my order wrong, and that was they just didn't give us 2 straws.
Oh, then yeah. Like I'm not gonna lose my shit over 2 straws.
Yeah, it was like my son was like, yeah, and that was this weekend after we went to the range. And and that's why I brought it up, because somebody was like, boycott Chick-fil-A and Hobby Lobby because they're sexist. I was like, you do know that the top demographic that goes into Hobby Lobby is women, right? I'm like, I even looked at my wife and I was like, I asked her about that. I was like, what is the top demographic that goes to Hobby Lobby? She's like, women my age.
Mhm.
I'm like, yep, because my wife loves Hobby Lobby.
And if that's her thing, that's her thing. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, actually, that was one of the. That was actually a really interesting thing about my wife, is her being a sewer and a knitter and a crocheter. Because I used to, when I was young, my granny used to make quilts by hand, and she used to give those as Christmas presents, birthday presents, things like that. You know, a child being born or something. And I used to watch her do it. So I have mad respect for people who can do that. And my wife took me to a quilt show once. And I basically treated it like going to an art show. Only probably more entertaining because I actually respected the craft.
Right. There they are.
Oh, Captain Freedom Nerd, I so want to scream at you on the DMs for sending me that link. I know why he did it. I know why he did it, but still, I never should have opened my mouth about hating A Christmas Story.
Oh, what can you do? What can you do now?
Nothing now, man. I got to live with it.
Exactly. Oh, it's
So you going into work today? You're working from home. I'm assuming you're working from home, considering how much you're packing that bowl right now. I think, based on my
Yes.
hearing.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely working from home today. And then I have to go into the office tomorrow, which is fine.
Yeah, the way you were hitting that bowl earlier from the sound, and the way it sounds like you're packing it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Don't
looks
worry.
like you're in. Looks like you're in for the day.
I'm in for the day, and plus I'm all like Hunter S. Thompson, but not with so many drugs. I try and push the boundaries of my consciousness sometimes.
Well, we can't all be Keith Richards.
Yeah. Well, I'm not Keith Richards by any stretch of the imagination, but what I do enjoy is testing out how much essentially sedatives I can take in terms of cannabis, and then how much coffee I can take, which is why I have about another half cup of coffee left, and then I have a Monster coffee energy drink in the fridge that I bought on the random.
Oh,
So
disgusting.
it'll be an interesting morning as I'm jittery, but also at the same time out of my gourd.
You do know those are both contradictions, right?
I don't know much, but probably not. No, I don't know that. Oh,
Well, you're taking a you're basically smoking a depressant and taking stimulants at the same time.
correct. And I'm also seeing that none of that makes sense. But I do enjoy coffee so much. And I do enjoy smoking and hacking up a lung too. It's a conundrum.
Hey, some people can be awake and bake. I prefer to keep it in the evening, but it's a personal taste.
I'm kind of if I could, I'd just be all day and just float off into space. But that's just me.
Okay, the last time I was high all day was when my daughter bought me a cannabis chocolate, and I ate the whole goddamn thing. I think I told you that one.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah. No thanks. That's a high too far.
It was a pretty good high, though.
Oh, I can imagine.
I didn't expect, but in my defense, I did not expect it. I'd only had a few edibles in my life, all recently, and that was the first time I actually ate the whole fucking candy bar within like an hour.
Yeah, no.
And that was at like 7 o'clock in the morning. My daughter gets there at like 3 p.m. on my birthday, and I'm still high as a kite. I hadn't even touched the freaking vape pen.
Oh man.
Because I was just like, I'm good. And then my daughter tried to give me shit. And I'm like, you bought it for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I didn't expect you to eat it all. I'm like, well, I didn't know this was going to happen.
It's like, come on, this should have had a warning label. Oh, warning label. Whoops. Well,
oh, yeah, I forgot to read that.
or I just read it and just chose to ignore it. Just like, that's probably fine.
Nah, I just checked the numbers. I was checking the THC. Dude, when I order my weed before I go to the dispensary, my focus is on the THC level.
Mm-hmm. Canceled? What's been canceled? Please tell me a meeting's been canceled, because that'd be great.
We used to have the 15-minute. MKG, do you have the 15-minute rule for you guys?
I do 10 minutes. I don't have time.
We had the 15-minute rule. It's like if the guy who's running this meeting in here in 15 minutes, once 15 minutes, like, we're done.
Well, unless I hear, it's a 10-minute rule for me.
Oh, there you go. We did 15. I don't know why. But anyway, it's an arbitrary number.
Correct. That's why I'm just like, 10 minutes, I'm good.
Oh, I really like beer.
Okay, I'm going to lose a unit. Damn it. Oh, well.
So as you expand, you get to see more of the land?
Yeah, so the mini map over here in the left-hand corner, the more I explore and expand, the more the map grows. And therefore, this view that I have will shrink over time just because I'm viewing more and more.
Seems like you got a lot of desolate land.
Well, I do have the desert region around here that I'm working on expanding outward. I'm doing like a Vegas out here in the desert. That's why I have, let's see, I have a wonder right there, a wonder there, another wonder there, another wonder over here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So 4 wonders as part of this city also boosts my tourism too. I see LDG trying to get out and about. But I'll tell you this, LDG, that path is blocked unless you want to cross my territory.
Every time I see anything to do with sand, some reason Sam Kinison comes into my head.
I just think about how much I hate the sand.
We were talking about Attack of the Clones.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was the only really cringe line of the whole fucking movie. Everything else was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Actually, I was talking with someone. I posted on Twitter. I was talking with a few people. I was like, you know, in Empire Strikes Back, Vader tells Luke, you know, I am your father. But I'm like, wait a minute. And some dawned on me. I'm like, wait a minute. But you're not his father. Anakin is his father. So was that really our first moment Anakin showed back up?
Vader is Anakin, no.
No, they're not. They're two separate people.
They're not.
Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker may have been the same person, but they are two very different people.
Thank you. They're the same person. That's what I said. So,
All right, take your easy
I don't
victory.
know why you've got to argue with something that's clearly obvious.
You're right below LDG and you're talking to me about arguments.
I don't know how to take that because I think you're being wittier than you are.
Maybe I am. Hell if I know. So, Bird, what is the family doing for Christmas in New York?
If
That almost
we're
sounds like a movie.
kind of hang out together, probably. We don't do a hell of a lot of holidays together these days. Most weekends are just the same for us, unfortunately.
Hi, Mama Pray.
It's Ciso Pray's birthday this weekend.
Oh. Give her a happy birthday from all of us.
Thank you.
How's nephew Pray?
He is growing and talking and doing so much. He started going, Merry Christmas, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. We don't know where he got it from, particularly, but he's doing it. He says A, B, C, D, Uncle Joey brushes teeth, something, 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 something. Can't really understand him, but hurry up. Oh, hurry up. Don't be late.
How old is he now?
He's 2.5, almost.
And my grandson is about to be 19 months. I can't wait to see him in 3 weeks. Well, I can't wait to see my daughter either.
Do you have just one grandchild, or?
Yeah, I only have one grandchild. My my daughter had Freddie 19 months ago. He was born in March.
I ask only because earlier today I heard you mention that you gave your tablet to your grandchild, your grandson. And
Yeah.
it seemed to me, I was a little confused at how a young 18-month-old or whatever kid was using a tablet. But I mean, I know Nephew Prey had a tablet that was like Amazon kid proofed with full of heavy rubber bumpers. But even that, you know,
I should have. Let me correct that. I gave it to my daughter. My daughter is the one who lets him use it. And yes, she did ask me to put, you know, certain safety restrictions on it. It's not the bumper or the rubber one, but yeah, he's gonna be 19 months when we see him. I'm excited. I haven't seen him since the summer. haven't seen my daughter since the summer. Her birthday was November 23rd. My wife's was yesterday. Around the day I was hungover, but anyway.
Happy birthday. Belated.
I'll let her know. No, my wife's a great person. Trust me, considering our last marriages, we've been going strong for 16 years. And if I'm being completely honest, I married way above my station.
He
With
definitely deserves a medal of some kind.
To put up with my ass?
Yes.
Put up with my ass for 16 years? Hell yeah. Sure, it was a goddamn commendation. So, MKG.
Mhm.
What happens if you're landlocked here and you expand and it's just water? Can you make ports and ships and stuff?
Oh yeah, I just haven't gotten
Okay.
to that part yet.
No, I was just curious. Oh, okay. Is that a pier? Oh, that's
Yeah.
a lighthouse.
Yeah, that's my.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so this harbor belongs to this city, so I'll be able to build ships soon enough. Like I think I can purchase. Yeah, I could purchase a ship if I really wanted to and have it sail around.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just curious because I've noticed you're hitting a lot of water areas.
Yeah, well, like I said, right now I'm just slowly kind of expanding downward a little bit before all this land gets taken up. So, but I'll also then reinforce the land. Oh, sure, Yitzi. Spread your Confucianism. I'm going to spread my Judaism.
I heard Kofefi.
I said Confucianism.
I know I was
Oh, sorry.
making a really bad joke.
Well, on that note, let me be right back. I'm going to fill up my coffee for the last time, and then we'll keep going. Let me make sure I don't have any turns left. Nope, we're just waiting on LTG. All right, 1 second.
Bird, you got all your Christmas shopping done?
Not really. No.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, bud.
No, not really.
Okay. My wife, and I,
Closer haven't even begun.
my wife and I generally try to get ours done around October, November. But last couple of years, that's been a little more difficult. But we pretty much got the kids all taken care of. They're always asking me what I want for Christmas, and I'm like, it's a simple truth. I'm content. I really, there isn't that much I want, and anything I want, I don't need right away. I'm content with what I have. So the only thing I want to do right now is work on this house and make it our home.
It's a good place to be in life.
It really is a good place to be in life. But yeah, I mean, honestly, when it comes to personal things, I'm content. The only thing I really want to do is work on this house. And
Hey, Bird, did you I'm sorry, finish up. I got something to say after you're done.
Oh, no problem, bud. And this is our forever home, so that's it. This is kind of my focus now. Sorry, LDG, go for it, bud.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna tell Bird that problem that we had, me testing out that new StreamYard feature. And I sent it was pretty cool because
No, then I'm sorry.
Yeah, so, when I
was
finished
making
it up-
fun of the way you say feature.
Oh, feature. Yeah.
Feature.
Feature. Feature, I beat you. So when I finished the stream, I clicked the down arrow, like, how good was your stream when it asks you that? So I
Mhm.
clicked the down arrow and then I typed in what happened during the stream. And then I got an email saying, thank you for your input. Appreciate that. We'll get right on that. I was like, all right, cool. I was just curious. Did you try it again after I brought that to light with that problem with the
No.
registration?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, honestly, I don't know if
I would have
gonna
liked to
try
have
it.
ruled out. Yeah, no, that's cool. If you did, that would have ruled out something if it worked or not worked. So didn't know if it hit your curiosity enough to give it a try. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna type them a letter though about because now that they're gonna be hosting these live streams that people can put anywhere now, what is gonna be their policy for what you can stream and what you can't stream? Which I'm unclear if they realize the liability possibilities of this new feature.
What would be the
But,
liability, LDG?
Because I can hold a live stream where I'm gutting somebody alive and post it on a private website.
I'm sure that they already have.
Christ, do you always have to go to the extreme? Jeez, I thought I was.
That's the whole
supposed to do
point
that.
of
Yes,
the whole point of this, though, is to cover your extremes. That's what
exactly.
you have to cover in your terms of service and whatever, which I
Mhm.
would suspect they probably already forbid illegal content and pornography. So they probably think that that's the same, standards
Mhm.
they'll keep.
Okay.
Yeah, but
to go
not
to
only
the
have the
extreme
rules, but how are they
now
gonna enforce it? Like, is it just on reporting, or is there going to be monitoring? Because I was told they don't monitor at all. That's why I'm curious. Maybe it's someone has to email them and say this guy's doing something weird, and then they action it. But then that falls under the malicious, exploitable, just flag anybody for any freaking reason.
I mean, honestly,
problem.
even just showing a movie would be illegal too. I mean,
Yeah. Well, then
so-
you have what's illegal in every country. So, copyright isn't illegal in every single country.
Well, I had an interesting one on Twitter. I actually got hit with violating the German law again, which got one of my 5 prior accounts suspended permanently. And they were like, oh, nah, upon further review, we noticed you did not violate it. I'm like, well, shit, that never happened before. See, I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm noticing differences on Twitter, mainly in just the fact that people are able to have more fun again. And I don't mean mean fun. I mean just have fun and not worry about some dumbass dipstick who's constantly offended to get your account deleted because they don't like you or they don't agree with what you say.
Well, the only problem with that is people are not held liable for their own flagging. Like when you flag someone, they shouldn't allow random people to flag. Like if you flag,
I agree.
then you should be held responsible for that flagging.
Yeah, exactly. You're talking about, like you said, you're talking about liability. Exactly. If they're making false flags, they should be held accountable as well. Because a lot of the times people were getting suspended was for bullshit. I mean, shit. MKG, my last account, do you know what got that banned? I shit you not. Because I called myself a redneck white trash cracker.
Jeez.
I mean, literally, I said myself. I said, I'm a redneck white trash cracker. And they said, you're engaging in hate speech. I'm like, I'm talking about myself.
Right? Like,
You can't hate yourself, dude.
But I don't hate myself. I don't see that as an insult. See, that's the problem.
You son of a bitch. Damn you, freaking Cap.
What?
What'd you
God
do?
damn it. You built a city over a strategic resource, over a luxury research. I was about to cover over with a great engineer, a great merchant and copy. Now
Sorry,
I can't
boss.
go in there because your borders are surrounded it. Damn it.
Sorry,
All right,
boss.
I'm gonna go for the gypsum. It's worth more than your stupid little spices. Yeah, that's fine.
Anybody got a New Year's resolution?
Yes, to ignore having a New Year's resolution.
My New Year's resolution has almost always been get through another year without going insane. Unfortunately, this year, I'd actually just like to know if my dad's still alive.
I think mine's still alive. I think.
I have no clue. I've called.
I can't have tea at that club.
I've called the homeless shelter, got no response. I've called the morgue, he's not there. I've called the prison, I've called the hospital. I don't even know if my dad's still in the same town. Last time I heard from him wasn't even from him. It was the freaking mechanic repairman, or woman, sorry, who called me and asked me, did I know my dad just spent 10 days in the hospital? I'm like, no. I was like, I hadn't heard from him in months. Ironically, my dad, as she's telling me the events of what happened from her perspective when they picked him up, and the reason why I was a mechanic was because somebody tried to steal my dad's moped, and knowing my dad, he probably put up a hell of a fight. And they did not get his moped, but they did damage it, and they stole his cell phone. And he showed up literally while I was on the phone with the lady, and I talked to him, and he blew it off like it was no big fucking deal. And that's the last I ever heard of him. And that was maybe 6 months ago. And I feel bad for my mom because I have to because I don't want to talk to her about it because they've been divorced since I was 9 years old. But who the fuck else am I going to talk to about it?
Can't exactly talk to the kids, so.
No, I can't. So the only person I can talk to is my mom, and I rarely do that because I don't like putting that on her.
Oh, time for another vote.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it'd be nice to know if he was still breathing.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if he calls me, him and I are going to have some serious words, but I'd at least like to have the ability to do that. And I don't feel that's me being hypocritical.
Yeah.
Well, my dad used to be a good man once. Somewhere along the line, well, I know what happened. I pretty much formulated what caused this path that he's down, but that's a long, depressing fucking story that I don't think any of you want to hear. And quite frankly, I don't want to repeat it again. So, MKG, you said you think your father. You don't have a relationship with him?
Not since 2008 or 9. I'm going to say 9.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, he cheated on my mom, and my mom caught him. So, you know.
Okay, so he was a shit husband. I get that, but did he just stop being your dad at the same time?
No, I just have no reason to talk to him.
All right, fair enough. I'm not gonna get into personal.
No worries. Just Also, just because I'm a little bit toked out of my brain, so not
No, you're fine, buddy.
the coherent thoughts aren't exactly coherent.
Yeah, well, I can't speak for you and your, like your dad and your experience with him, but despite my dad's flaws, he installed a lot of strong values in me that I watched him lose, and it broke my fucking heart. And to see the man he is now compared to the man I knew when I was younger, the man I looked up to, it's just heartbreaking for me.
I understand. I kind of feel the same way towards my father. He instilled all these values and ethics to me, and then, turn around and
Betrayed
it's just
them.
like, yeah. It also doesn't help the fact that while I was away in college, he decided to move into my room while my parents were figuring out the divorce, didn't tell me about it, and thought it was going to be all cool, but it was not. Because I'm like, A, there was another room you could have camped out in, and B, you didn't ask me. So instead of telling me about anything or trying to explain anything to me, you just kind of pulled the coward thing.
That sounds like that would have been uncomfortable as hell.
LDG, you crazy kid.
He looks like Jack Frost. He looks like from that movie with Michael Keaton, Jack Frost now. Nah, well, I had it a little bit different. My dad stayed with me several times. He eventually took a job as a truck driver. Ended up getting arrested for a DUI. And, well, actually, I think he lied to me because nobody spends 6 months in jail for a DUI.
It does seem a little bit excessive for a DUI, but I don't know.
Yeah, and
Maybe it was more than a DUI.
Oh, it was more than a DUI, I'm sure. Well, actually, I know it was more than that because I actually looked up the arrest report. Thankfully, we have this nice thing called freedom of information and, public record. We're not China, thank God. But, yeah, I don't know what he actually finally got convicted of, but he was in jail for 6 months. Thing was, I didn't know about it until he actually frickin' sent me a letter. Well, no, let me rephrase that. I didn't hear from him until he sent me a letter from jail. I found out he was in jail when I started getting his mail that from the prison, from his lawyer, and getting phone calls from his lawyers. And I'm like, what the fuck are you telling me? My father's in jail? They're like, yeah, you didn't know? I'm like, are you fucking serious? You're a lawyer? I just said I didn't know. Are you stupid? I literally lost it on the lawyers.
Oh, I can imagine you would, yeah.
But the last time he stayed with me several times, and it always ended up bad. It always ended up bad. The last time, he did a very cardinal sin. Almost unforgivable. He talked shit about the woman of the house. And he did it. What he said is irrelevant. But what he did was he insulted my wife, the woman of the house, and told my daughter, his grandson, or his granddaughter, and put her in the fucking middle of it.
Oh, goody.
And my granddaughter told my wife And I said, and we both said, you did the right thing. My grandfather tried to say, well, you backstabbed me. He's like, no, she actually, as I told her one time when she was going through problems, grab her balls, metaphorically. She's like, no, you put me in this situation. I had to make a choice. And my daughter sent my wife the texts. My wife read them, went and called him out on it. First, he tried to lie about it. Then he tried to downplay it. My wife did not tell me that day, which was a smart move. Because she already knew I'd had a few beers in my system.
I see.
So you can probably imagine where that might have ended up. So she showed it to me the next day. I spent the next about an hour or two. She's like, did you see? I'm like, yeah. She's like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I know what I want to do. And ultimately, she gave him a week. Ultimately, I was like, we're going to go in there and we're going to tell him it's over. You need to leave. And both of us. And when I went in there, she gave him a week. Now, I did something in a very, very rare instance. I countered my wife. And I said, no, pack your fucking shit. You're out of here now. He's like, I got nowhere to go. I was like, I'll pay for a fucking cab. I'll pay for an Uber. I'll drive your fucking ass to the hotel. But you are fucking out of here.
Right. Like there's a limit and you've reached it.
And my wife said something that I still stand by that she said to him. It's like, this is no longer a safe place for you. You cannot come back. And I still stand by my wife on that one. You don't disrespect the woman of the house. You sure as hell don't put your grandchild in the middle of it.
Right.
He should have known better. And the worst part is he was mooching off our food, mooching off my beer, and mooching off my weed.
Yeah, everything up until the weed part. And I was like, yeah.
Well, let's put it this way. He was getting food stamps and he had like $800 on a food stamp card. That tells you how much he wasn't even eating. It was ridiculous. My father's just let himself go to hell.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll shut up about my dad now.
Oh, you're all good, man. I just, it's hard to just figure out what to say in response,
Dude, it's hard to live with it. It's like, I know, I've said this before, and maybe you guys can understand the reference. Doing the right thing sometimes makes you feel like shit.
Yep. Been there. Let's see. Anything else to do? Oh.
LDG, you gonna put that carrot up your ass?
Yeah. It's already in my nose.
Well, you know what they say, you can't smell your own shit on your knees. Well, I guess if
I can just get this wonder done, I'd be happy. Oh, this wonder is taking forever.
Somebody stole my wonder, so I'm trying to build a new one now.
Which one was it?
Oh shit! Which one was it? Oh, it can still tell me. It was the. Oh no, it wasn't you. It was Harold. He finished the Benesiki Temple. That bastard.
Hey, MKG.
Yeah.
Did you take a look at the risk maps that are available and get an idea which one you want to use?
I was going to try and do that today, but we can
No. You're fine, buddy.
Okay, yeah. Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
take your time, take a look at it, and I'll let you know if I have the map available.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm almost certain I do.
Okay.
Actually, I think after you're done, I'm gonna play some Risk myself. I want to try. I bought some new maps. I want to try some out.
Oh, okay.
Don't get me wrong, classical Risk is fun, but I like sometimes playing the other ones.
Right. Let's call variety. You know, you gotta have.
Yeah. Oh, what LDG? Are you playing LDG
I
tomorrow?
didn't say anything.
Are you playing tomorrow, buddy?
I am. I don't know. Well, it depends on Captain MKG.
Well, we're gonna be playing Risk tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow's.
Yeah.
Risk. Gotcha.
Oh man, I still have 10,000 rubies left. I don't know. I like my avatar though. Honestly, I only spend money on this game because I like getting the different games.
Yeah. Reading the different maps.
Yeah, the maps are really all I spend my money on.
Hmm.
It's pretty much about the only game I spend any in-app purchases.
Hmm.
Wow, this is getting less and less room to expand.
I know I've got one more I can do an expansion for, then I'm gonna have to try and not reinvigorate, but kind of refocus on the interior buildings a little bit more.
See, this is what I'm going to try later today. This is a new one I just bought, Dracula's Castle.
Dracula.
Oh, shit. They got the city of Troy? Nice.
Oh, I got 2 cities ecstatic, 1 city happy, and I have completely dominated all the allies with all their I've taken everything. Have you even tried taking anything from an ally yet?
No,
From
but
another city?
no,
You need
but
to be on that.
Well, I am actually. I do have a grievance against Norway because they went after my city-state ally. So I do have a grievance. I can go to war against them. But I want to.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant trade.
Oh, trade. As I hit puberty there in the middle of my voice. Oh, trade. Oh, the hell's this? What does it do?
Oh, this is one I haven't played in a while, Pangea. But yeah, like I said, MKG, take a look at the maps. I'm almost certain I have it.
Okay. Will do.
I'm definitely going to play Dracula's Castle. Although I like this one, one I saw here. It looks like the lunar, what was it? Lunar mining? So what, I get to conquer the moon? Or at least the mining part? Okay.
Possibly.
There's a spaceport Sigma.
That'd be so cool in Civilization if you could like launch to the moon and then build a civ on the moon and launch to Mars and build the thing on Mars.
Well, I think that's what they were trying to do with their game Civilizations Beyond Earth. But the problem is they try to do very different things, like introduce aliens and other mechanics that really just didn't
Vex.
flow. So.
You know, that is one thing I liked about Battlestar Galactica. They stayed away from bringing in aliens.
Yeah.
They focused on the Cylon. Well, okay. Technically, the Cylons were alien. You know, some of them were from a different world. Earth, technically aliens, but, you know, we didn't have the little green men.
Yeah.
Also,
Mhm.
Also, James Olmos is a fucking treasure.
Oh yeah, that was the one. I think that was the one series where I was like, man, I really do need to watch this all the way to the end because I'm invested now.
Well, Edward James Olmos, man, I was like, dude, I love this Adama. And I was never a big fan of the 80s one. I'm just going to be honest. It wasn't my thing. I know there are a lot of people who love it. I respect that. But the reimage with Ronald D. Moore, I mean, the guy did such great things for Star Trek. It's just, yeah, he was good at that. Another good show was, do you remember Amanda Tapping?
I don't recall that one off the top of my head. No.
You're familiar with Stargate SG-1?
A bit, yeah.
She played Samantha Carter. Well, she ended up doing her own series on Sci-Fi Channel called Sanctuary, which was one of the few series my wife and I actually watched together. And that's why I make a big deal about that, because my wife and I, our taste in sci-fi, or our taste in music, and our taste in cinema is different.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we don't agree on the same things, and that's fine. But every now and again, we come across something that we both love. Like, for example, Cobra Kai.
Mm-hmm. I see. What the hell's that? Oh.
It was funny. She wanted me to watch this show called The 100. And I was like, honey, it's on the CW. You know how I feel about CW. She's like, Jess, just give it a shot. I know how you feel about CW. And I got hooked on the show. But it unfortunately did the, there is a series I want to do on my channel. If and when I ever get off my ass and actually do another live stream. Shows that went on longer than they should have.
Mm-hmm.
Because we agree, we have the first 5 seasons of The 100. The ending of season 5 was phenomenal. But the next 2 seasons were like, they sucked. And it's kind of like, and my wife and I said, okay, when we finished the 5th season, we were like, I told her, I was like, okay, if these other 2 seasons suck, we can stop here and we're good. We don't need to watch the other ones. Well, we only have the first 5 seasons on DVD because that's where it should have ended.
I see.
Shows like another example, X-Files.
Yeah, that did go on for quite some time, didn't it?
It lasted way longer than it should. I don't know. LDG.
Yo.
Can you name a show in your opinion lasted longer than it should have? Should have ended at a certain point. There was a point where it was done. You were happy with that, and they should have just stopped there.
She-Hulk, it should have stopped before it started.
Oh, She-Hulk was a troll thing. Come on, I'm being
joking.
serious.
I don't know.
I'm talking about a quality show, not garbage.
Well, if it was quality, then I don't. Wait, are you saying it closed before it should have, or should have closed instead of going on?
The latter. It should have ended before it did, because the quality went down after. The quality was good.
Orville season 3 was horrible.
Is not enough.
Yeah, I know, but season 3 proved that they were not going in the right direction.
I disagree.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fine. You disagree. You asked me a question. I answered it.
Yes, you did. I'm not giving you shit about that.
I'm giving them shit about it.
Well, you did give everybody shit.
Okay, so like a genuine one that I just couldn't stand.
No, one you enjoyed that you're like, it should have ended here.
Well, if I enjoy it, I don't want it to end. So unless
You
you're
enjoyed
saying
it for the first X seasons, but at some point you stopped enjoying it.
Yeah, basically.
Orville.
You didn't like the third season at all?
No, I did not
sorry,
like the
bud.
third season at all, man.
It was
It was
its
horrible.
weakest season, but
It was the
I
weakest
don't,
season.
I don't believe that 2 seasons is enough to for this example. It's not a show, 2
Yeah,
seasons.
I'm looking for one of those things. Like, for example,
Like The
The Walking
Simpsons.
Dead.
Mm.
The Walking Dead lasted way longer than it should have.
I guess I could agree with that one.
And they're still doing spin-offs. And it's like, dude, we're done with this. This was a great idea, but now it's played out. It's like superhero movies. It's like, just stop. But no, I was talking about TV shows. Like, okay, and I'm going to piss off Yvette with this one. Supernatural went on way too goddamn long.
Oh, American Horror Story. American Horror Story. Absolutely.
Really? Where do you think it
Went on way too long.
Where do you think it should have stopped at?
Third season.
It's interesting. So most of the time shows peak around the 4th and 5th season. That's really when, like they get the biggest audience. But I really wish shows would just, have a timeline and be done afterwards. Because we've seen shows that say, okay, we were only supposed to do this for 5 seasons, but, the money was there.
You son of a bitch. Someone beat me to the Wonder. I'm going to kill you.
Which
Who
one?
did it?
Yeah.
Who beat me to the Wonder?
LDG, you can't say
I'm-
son of a bitch. Only Bird can say that because he's the
I
only
am-
one who says it right.
Oh, I got you on that one. Hold up 1 second. All right. I'll give that to you. Give me 1 second. 3, 2, 1. And you said Bird can only say it?
No, I said Bird can only say it right.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Shebevnas.
There you go.
It's
Damn
that
it.
New York.
We're-
It's that New York 5 boroughs accent he has. It just sounds cooler than your Floridian accent.
It doesn't tell me who. However, 44 production has been salvaged to tempt this ward to the city of Kawina. Oh, that's me. Oh, God damn it, somebody. Damn it. Just
Well, it wasn't
wasted
me.
like 10 turns on that.
Oh, don't say that around my wife. My wife's getting pissed at me for saying that. I can
Fuck,
say
that makes this
every cuss word in the
entire
world,
city
but if I
useless.
say if I say GD, my wife loses it on me.
Can I help you?
It's coming in now. Oh, excuse me.
What about you, MKG? Any TV shows you watched that you thought, there was a point where they should have ended?
Yes. Trailer Park Boys. Like they hit their peak at like the end of season 6, and they came back for a 7th season. And don't get me wrong, it was good, but the 7th season just kind of wanted to do a bunch of goofy things at the end to kind of just wrap up the whole show. I was like, but that's just me. I could be wrong.
We, when my wife and I were watching The Lost in Space on Netflix, the new one, it lasted 3 seasons. We're like, you know what? That was a good place to end it. It told a complete story.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was good for 3 seasons, 30 episodes, done, over with. Completed the story, told what they needed to tell. and was actually pretty good.
Hmm.
Battlestar Galactica, I will say 4 seasons was enough.
Was it really only 4 seasons? I thought.
It's 4 seasons, yes.
Okay.
4 seasons and the original TV movie, and well, there's a couple of Caprica sucked ass. Caprica was boring as fuck.
Yeah, I couldn't get into that.
They did an intercreel called Battlestar Galactic Razor. I didn't watch. I watched a little bit of it, and I said, I don't need this. This adds nothing to the story.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did Battlestar Galactica Blood and Chrome, and that was okay, but just it wasn't there. It was kind of like, I don't need this.
Okay, I see.
I didn't need to see the first, and I mean, call me crazy, but I just didn't need to see the first Cylon War.
Yeah, I mean, it was there for those that really wanted it, but for the majority, we just didn't need to notice it.
No, because the whole point was we were dealing with the, and I thought it was really well done how Moore did the series. And like I said, I'm sorry, but Adama is Edward James Olmos now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just can't see anybody else being Adama.
No.
I mean, I was actually thrilled when actually, I really liked the President Rosalind too. I thought she was good too. I thought, actually, I generally thought every character was good. I didn't care about Starbuck being gender swapped. I really didn't care about that shit. LDG, why do you look like a baby again? What is wrong with you, man? Shaved his fucking mustache and
I'm the snow. Oh, I was muted. Shit. I don't got the baby face on. What are you talking about?
You don't have your mustache or goatee anymore, do you?
Yo, I shaved. Yeah, I shaved.
Yeah, exactly. You look like a freaking baby every time you do that.
Well, excuse me. Some
You're
people say I
excused.
look better.
They're lying. You look like the kind of guy you'd get carded for ID now.
Oh, you think? I don't know if I look that. I mean, I got no hair, so.
Oh, that
Yeah, I lost
doesn't
my hair
mean
at 18.
shit. Oh, God, that doesn't mean shit. Oh, you have no hair. That doesn't mean shit. Dude, I got fucking gray.
Why am
in
I
my
hearing
beard, and
a-
I still get carded for ID.
I'm hearing a weird noise I've never heard in this game make before. It's like an alert noise.
Alert noise.
Yeah, it's like, ew, ew. Like a bell, kind of. Or,
Huh. Oh, you might be thinking of the
I had
chat.
some chili for lunch.
no, is it? Oh, it is. Yes, it's the chat. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, I
You're
was
getting
confused.
a ding in the chat?
It's a different chat. It's a chat within.
The game chat.
Yeah.
Oh. That's one of the reasons I had to get off of Discord, because I kept getting dings and stuff, and I was like, okay, where the fuck is it? And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's this person's server. Okay, which sub server is it?
That's a bad place for a city, by the way,
Where? Which one?
where you're about to settle.
Well, I have free settlers. I have 2 more settlers I can use too.
Do you
so
know
I
your
have-
population? Is your population displayed to you guys?
Yeah.
Jinx, somebody owes somebody a soda.
I got 23 right now.
In total?
Yeah, total.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think for Risk, I'm going to play Dracula's Castle. That looks like a nice map.
Okay, that'll work for now.
I came across a thing for a movie I'm actually interested in seeing. It's an old ass movie. It's like 20 years old, but I'd never even heard of it. So apparently, it's called Interstate 60.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
And I saw a scene from it, and I was like, okay, this looks interesting. I just want movies to be fun again.
So say we all.
I see what you did there.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep.
We'll get together on Colonial Day.
Okay.
I do need to watch that. I do need to watch that series again. I love it. I wish Babylon 5 would be in. I wish Babylon 5 was, more like a 4K kind of thing.
Yeah. That's one show I never got around to really getting into for some reason.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I had to wait a long time to get the series on DVD because it was just so goddamn expensive. And then one day, I managed to find it on Amazon for $99, and I got the TV movie, the 5 seasons, and it came with Crusade 2, which unfortunately was a good concept, but if I'm not mistaken, it was UPN back then, and they basically canceled that fucking show before it even aired. So it was DOA. And Michael J. Straczynski, if I'm not mistaken, he was losing creative control of his show. And when it came to Crusade, he just completely didn't have any creative freedom. Or something to that effect. I'd have to really look it up. It's been 15 or so years since I looked that shit up, and my memory only is so good.
I hear you.
I one time tried to recently some years ago, I tried to watch Hercules again, The Legendary Journeys.
Mm-hmm.
As I was like, I love that show as a kid, and then I was like, okay, I'm too old for this show. This is just too campy.
Yeah. No, I understand.
I mean, some of those shows that I swear to God, the 90s, it was like campy was the thing, and then really shitty pop music.
Mm. Yeah. What's this? Holy shit.
Jidamasta?
No, I have barbarians popped up right next to me. Goddamn barbarians. Oh, now I gotta fix this.
Hey, barbarians are people too. Barbarian lives matter.
Until they start coming in for my Russian lives. Let's see, move you up there.
I always sometimes think it's funny when I see these protests happen in America. I'm like, yeah, go over to Iran and try that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm sorry, but you're nowhere near as cool. I'm sorry, all you protesters, you're nowhere near as cool as the guy who was in Tiananmen Square back in the 80s. That guy stood down a fucking tank, for God's sakes.
The balls on that man. The balls, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm thinking, please, most of you would run like little bitches if a tank showed up. This guy stood in front of it. That was a boss.
Mike, I know I'd run. That's a given.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'd run.
But okay.
But just the sheer balls on that guy to do it.
Right?
I remember when I first saw that as a kid, and as I got older and I saw it, I was like, God damn, this guy's got some steel balls.
This guy has balls or what? It's called big guy. It's called guy with big balls. Excuse me. Excuse me. Man with big balls is here to testify. Place
like
your
the
right
name-
test. Yeah. Place your right testicle on the Bible. Boom. I think again, I got that skit from Bill Hicks, and he was talking about what was it? Was it the Rodney King trial and the riots? And he was
Oh,
talking
God,
about,
I remember those days.
and he was talking about how the cops were just like, well, you take a look at that tape, you play it backwards, you see us help King, get King up and send him on his way. Not guilty. Excuse me. Man with big balls has just been acquitted.
That was interesting. One of our homeschool, it was this day in history, and I just, went to the History Channel and looked at it, and it turned out the day we did that, it was the day O.J. Simpson was acquitted, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I actually remember where the hell I was. My wife and I, we actually talked with our kids. We did the history part, and then we told our kids, it's like, we remember where we were that day.
Yeah.
I was in there. I was in between classes. I was about to go to auto mechanics class. And all of a sudden, I start hearing and I knew the verdict was coming, but I was just like, I'll get to class and probably hear it there. And all of a sudden, I hear the whole fucking school erupt, and I'm like, I'm guessing it was a not guilty verdict. And our teacher comes in, he's like, all right, I know we're not going to get anything done. I know everybody knows about the O.J. Simpson acquittal. All right, let's talk about that. So our entire automotive class turned out to be talking about the O.J. Simpson trial.
Well,
because they knew nothing. They knew nothing was going to get done after that.
Well, that it had relevance. It's just like, okay, class, we're going to look and see how well the Ford Bronco really holds up. It's relevant.
Well, I mean, if you look at some of the shit we used to say, I mean, remember it was like, there was Run OJ Run, and they were using that shit on like movies and stuff.
Yeah.
That became a tagline.
Excuse me.
It's like I was, what was I watching? I was watching this movie, Urban Legends 2. And they're like, is this real? He's like, OJ left more blood in the Bronco. But I mean, it was current. It was a relevant event. So, we all got the reference.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right about that. It was, it was current events, and it was relevant because it was like I think for most kids, that was the first real trial. And I say kids because I was in high school, that we were following. I mean, this thing was all over the damn news.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking pre-internet era.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Cabal's declare war, Zanzibar. Oh, come on. Oh, he did say he was going to declare war. Okay. That's what I get for missing in the chat.
Is he declared war against you?
No. He declared war against Norway, which is something I thought we were going to do together, but that's cool. I'm going to jump in here as soon as I get my troops down below.
As they said in Crimson, as Gene Hackman said in Crimson Tides, war is a continuation of politics by other means.
Well, in this case, these politics will stand because as I will stab you. Okay, there we go. Just had to clear the throat there for a second. But yeah, no, we're going after Norway. Norway must die. Holy crap, it's trying to take over Kabul.
A day that will live in infamy. Yitza has bombed Norway.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I figured out something. It seems that if you want a successful movie, you get a Skarsgård now. I'm like, okay, so this is basically the successful version of the Baldwins. They just happen to be Swedish.
Oh, what's this?
Looks like a big dick. I'm sorry, man, but that's what that one area looked like with the way you had the camera on it.
I'm like, which area? There's a lot of areas.
That area that looks like a dick.
I think I see it.
Well, the way you had it, yeah. No,
I see that part right there.
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that sand area right there. On the
this
far
area.
Right.
Far right.
No, far right.
You mean far left?
I guess maybe on your screen, far left.
Oh, yeah.
Where that like blue handle is with
Oh, I see. Oh,
no, not the
wait.
blue, not that. Go further. The other way.
Okay.
The other way.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Now the
Oh,
other
I see it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I get it. I see it now. It's okay. Harold's head will soon swing from a pike soon. Yes, you'd see. I'm coming over there. Just say large, Richard.
That's
Man.
actually different. I've never heard that before. I mean, I know Richard is, I know Dick is short for Richard, but still. I've never actually heard that before. Large Richard. I mean, I've heard of a large Johnson.
Yeah. Oh, what's happening? Oh, those sons of bitches. Pillagers.
My school actually banned 3 things during my time. Trench coats after Columbine, Big Johnson shirts, and co-ed naked shirts.
Oh, man, they just took out all the fun stuff at that point. You know?
Yeah, well, the worst part is I got all this cool Marlboro paraphernalia from Marlboro cigarettes because my parents always smoked it. Or my dad and his my stepmom smoked it. And they gave me all the proofs of purchase, and I always sent them in for something cool. Problem was I couldn't take it to school. I mean, I got a really nice Marlboro gym bag I wasn't allowed to take.
Yeah.
They're like, you can't bring that. I'm like, why? It's got a cigarette logo on it. And I'm like, it just says Marlboro.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing wrong with that. Excuse me.
Yeah, I had a few times I had to turn my shirts inside out because they were like, either change your shirt or turn it. I'm like, how am I supposed to change my shirt? It's like, I didn't bring a spare. Like, you got to turn it inside out. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Oh, it's like, okay, you can just read what it says, but better in the mirror now. So now I have a better view of my own shirt. Good job.
Yeah. No, not only that, it was basically like anytime you got a guy who had a shirt inside out, it was like, ooh, what does it say? Because everybody wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad the girls didn't do that.
Well, that just would have made it very much more of an interesting school day.
Exactly. Oh, come on. Back in high school, we all wanted to see the girls take their shirts off. At least the good looking ones.
Oh, of course. I mean, I'm just like, titties where? Where? Are they over there? I have an alarm. I have an alert. I have a radar for titties. Wherever they are, that's where I have to be.
It's like literally a chick flashes you and your brain goes to mush.
Yep.
It's like boobies. It's like dogs. It's literally
Because
like
you're weak.
No, it's like we're like dogs. Squirrel, boobies, boobs. We're focused more on the boobs than we are on the other part of them. And they know it. That's why they wear those. That's why they wear those sexy little, revealing things, showing off their tits. No, you think they buy a push-up bra for our benefit?
Oh, Jesus.
It's no wonder girls were vicious in school because girls were so jealous of each other. It's like her tits are bigger than mine. The guys are always staring at them. It's like, no shit, it's high school. Tits are new to us now. We haven't decided which size we like. We've got to test them out first.
We gotta see how this all works.
It's like we've got to process this. We gotta test them out. We gotta see which one size we like. Now, I am of the opinion there is such a thing as too big.
There can be. I mean, when it starts to get to the point where it's like it's detrimental to their backs, like, yeah, I'd rather there's just too much.
Oh, that's interesting you brought that up. My very first girlfriend, well, if you want to call her that, we were 14 at the time. I don't really think I can call her that, but she had, I believe, B cup, but as she grew older, they expanded to like triple D level, and she had to get them reduced because they were destroying her back.
Yep.
She was too front heavy for it, and she had to get surgery to have them reduced. And it was one of those times where it wasn't considered elective; it was considered actually medical.
Yep. Well, and again, it's I've had some ex-girlfriends who told me that they've had to have that surgery just because, again, they were just in sheer pain. So,
as someone who I've had back pain since I was 19. I injured my back in the Marine Corps, and I've never fully recovered from that. And me getting fat in the stomach has not helped that situation. That's why I'm trying to lose the fucking weight. So
I hear you there.
So I understand, the concept of, being front heavy and it had taking a toll on your back. Except for LGG, he seems to never have any complaints.
Well, I got complaints. I just learned to shut my mouth. About
Okay.
What were you talking about?
Okay, I'm
Physical
calling
complaints?
such bullshit. I'm calling such bullshit on that. When did you ever learn to shut your mouth? That's like me shutting my mouth.
I could talk a lot more than I do. Trust me.
So could I.
Well, there you go. There you wanted to. God. Three-legged race with you, man. I'm falling on my face multiple times.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not. That's okay. I have a hard time keeping up with you sometimes.
Everybody does. That's how far ahead I am. Oh,
You stroke your ego a little more, buddy.
even Speedy Gonzalez says, "Whoa, take a break."
Okay, that was a good one. That was a good one, buddy. That was good. LDG, what the fuck app are you using to do these avatars that she got there for your green
Snapcam.
screen? Huh?
Snapcam.
Snapcam? Okay. Well, I'd like to do that myself, but then everybody would just say I ripped you off. Which,
Like I didn't rip somebody else off.
Nah, but everybody'd say I ripped you off.
Who cares? Gonna stop you from expressing yourself. Who the fuck cares?
Because I don't need Captain Freedom or giving me all kinds of shit. There's only a few people on this channel. There's only a few people I allow to give me shit. And I can name all three of them. Two of them are on this panel. And no, MKG, you're not one of them.
No worries. I didn't think I was.
I've just known these two longer.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
The other one is Captain Freedom Nerd. But I've had some people who try to give me shit, and I just can't take it from them. They just can't be as articulate as LDG or Bird of Prey. Or actually, I'd say this. LDG can be articulate. Bird of Prey is just passionate. And Captain Freedom, for reasons I cannot explain, I just like.
That's always Yitzy. Yitzy.
Hey, MKG, how much longer you plan on playing or streaming?
Probably about another 30 minutes, and then I'll have to call it because I know I've been going for a while now. So
Yeah, 2 hours, 38 minutes.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll probably wrap it up in about 30 minutes or so. So 10:10 my time.
All right, cool beans. I'm gonna mute real quick. I'm gonna go heat up some chili. I need some lunch. It's 11:30 here for me,
Oh, okay. No problem.
and I'm finally. My stomach's finally settled down from the Panda Express I had yesterday. So I want to eat some. I want to actually eat something that's actually good. So I'm gonna eat my wife's chili, which is her father's recipe. Actually, that is one thing I do miss about the military. We used to have some really good chili cook-offs.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I should cook some chili later.
Is Yitzy still fighting Norway?
He is. And I'm going to fight Norway as soon as I can.
You guys are trying to take out an AI, huh?
Yes, sir. Well, I have grievances. Oops, excuse me.
Hey, Bird, check your Twitter DM.
Okay, there we go. Better now.
Okay.
I'm sending you a message here in a second.
Mm-hmm. Waiting. Here we go. What do you got for me? Okay. Move this guy down. No. Come on. Move it down. Spread religion. Nice. Take that. Fire. Attack. Repair. Build. Repair. Oh. Okay. Next up. Got that taken care of. Okay. Next moves. Let's see what we can get done. Need another builder. You take out this remaining barbarian. Being a dick. I need to further expand the empire. So, do. Okay, let me check the scores. Let's see. Spain is leading. I am 1 point behind Gitzi there. And Harold Hadrada is at the low end, so he must die soon. So if everybody's looking at the screen, we have our score victory right now. Yitzi's at 426, I'm at 425, and LDG is at 289. So, yeah, some work has got to get done. Science, no. Culture. I have tourism, but I don't have anybody visiting me yet. Domination. Nobody's taken their capitals yet. Religion. Oh, man. He's already converted a civilization over. Impressive.
Yeah, is he Catholic? The Red Cross?
No, that's somebody else.
Oh. Or is he Judaism?
I'm
Either
Judaism.
Judaism or Confucius. Okay, Confucianism.
Mm-hmm.
That's him?
Yeah, that's him. Okay.
Oh, wow, he converted Norway. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder Norway's pissed off at you. You've been spreading your blasphemy into his land. You're bringing freaking prophets over there and shit. Of course he's going to get pissed.
Well, I think he's also trying to defend Kabul, the one city-state that's over there. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to let Itzy know. That's an FI. I'm going to have to stop That.
Death the Prometheus. What? What is he saying? Oh, someone just spied on me.
Oh wow.
Enemy spy 6. You took 157 gold from me. I'm gonna have to ante from the city of. Oh man. Okay, I'm pissed. You don't spy on my city and steal my gold. I'm gonna have to do
You
an
don't get-
anti-spy.
Yeah. It's like you don't get to steal my gold.
There's my gold.
You still have any ships, Captain?
Don't need any ships yet. Damn.
I mean, there's an entire ocean next to you, right? How
True.
do you not know what's right across the water? God knows
That's a good
anything
point.
could be there.
There you go. Ship is made. A ship was requested and a ship was made.
I mean, just I would think you'd want to just see what was around, right? I mean, there's a chance you could be next to fucking Rome.
Well, there's this chance of being right next to the Galapagos Islands. I'll have to choose production. Market. Governor title. Let's see. Point. Down in Chasm. Send the envoys. Okay. All right, so there's ship is made. That barbarian doesn't have a chance.
LEG, when you going to run for Congress, buddy?
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Nice. Okay. Come on.
Yamachili.
Nice.
And then I had to go back and get the Ritz crackers.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, chili without crackers just feels un-American.
I hear you. I can see that. Okay. We ready? Oh, not yet. Okay. So since we're not quite ready yet, off camera.
So one thing I love about the wintertime, that's when like chili is just like it just feels like the time to have it.
Anytime is practically a good time.
I know, but it's just extra. It's just nicer in the winter. Oh my god! I want to know one thing with our government. Why the hell have they not decriminalized weed all the way through the fucking federal government, people?
Pharmaceuticals, my friend.
Fuck the pharmaceuticals. They can go to hell.
I know, but
Did I say that out loud?
maybe. Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Well, LDG, as much as I love your governor, I know for a fact he is not going to legalize it in Florida. Although I did ask my mom why she doesn't have her medical card. My daughter lives in Illinois. I keep telling her, go get your medical card.
Absolutely. If you can afford it.
I'd pay for it.
Yep.
I know somebody's probably like, you support your daughter smoking weed? Fuck, she's gonna do it anyway.
Close enough. Yep.
Hell, the moment I retired from the military, I was 16 years dry. First person I got high with was my mother, her husband, and my mom's best friend, someone I'd also know, who I call my den mother, since I've known her for 30 fucking years.
Hmm.
Actually, no, I've known her longer than 30 fucking years.
Oh, I have faith I can use.
He has faith he can use.
Well, I keep forgetting that I have that resource that I can utilize and spread my religion around.
Faith of the heart.
I'll take that song any day.
Actually,
Any day.
I enjoy that song. I know it pisses Captain Freedom Nerd off to no end.
Yeah.
I just look at that as one of life's little bonuses.
Yeah. Excellent. Nice. I like seeing Yitz. So Yitzi has a whatchamacallit. He has his catapult right next to the city along with the siege tower, so he can just crush the defenses of the Norwegians. I say go, man, go. Kill the Norwegians. Oh, excuse me.
They might surprise you.
Let's see, created that. Check that. Okay. Got that. Oh, I hear something moving around. Put that ship on auto explore. Let's see. Okay. Troops are moving. Come on. Come on.
I remember that when I was in the Marine Corps.
Hmm.
Hey, 47 Yorktown, I have a question. How much would it cost for Canada to take Chicago? Or I should say Cook County. I mean, and when I say how much would it cost, how much do we have to pay Canada to take it? And I'd like to say I'm joking, but I'm really not.
Okay. Let's see. Next.
NKG, LDG, have you guys ever been to like Florida outside of like the Cook County area, or ever been to Illinois, period? I think I said Florida by mistake at first.
Yes.
Yeah, I fucked up there.
No worries. I don't think well, I take that back. Well, I did drive through. I did drive through it when I was younger, but I don't really think that counts.
No, I don't count those myself when I've driven
Okay.
through places.
I don't either. I just thought I'd mention it just in case.
Oh, no problem. You know what? You do whatever you want with it. You take it to Quebec. Just tell us how much we need to pay you to take it.
Mhm.
Pretty much most people outside of that area of Cook County, we hate Chicago. We hate Cook County.
Yeah.
I mean, we hate it with a passion for a lot of reasons, and actually, our reasons I think are genuine. It's one of the reasons. I live 5. So let me give an example. MKG. I'm
Mhm.
5. I live in Indiana, as I've told you, but I live 5 miles from the border of Illinois. I live 5 miles from the Central Time Zone.
Mhm.
I'd actually changed my phone to manual because it kept changing the Central Time between Central and Eastern. But we hate Chicago down here. You talk to me, they're like, fuck Chicago.
Yeah.
Fuck them. They get all the money. They make all the decisions, and the rest of us, get screwed. I'm like, yeah, pretty much sounds like what it was 20 years ago when I was here. You know, I've been back and forth in my life, but I'm just like, I can't live there. That's why I told my wife when we moved back to the Midwest, I was like, I'm not moving back to Illinois. It's just not happening. I'm like, I'll take Indiana, which actually turned out to be a good choice because we apparently this year passed open carry.
Okay.
Now that said, I still conceal carry. I don't like the idea of, you know, flashing my gun around.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I like to keep it, you know, people not knowing I have a gun on me all the time.
well, yeah, because I mean, then you just start, getting the weird looks. You're just like, look, I don't need that right now, because there's nothing to be concerned about.
Well, the nice thing is one of the reasons I think I showed it to you, the Sneaky Pete. The reason why I like that so much is because other than twice in the last 4 years in the 6 years I've had my concealed carry permit, because I had one in South Carolina, only twice did anybody ever ask me if it was a weapon. If there was a weapon in there. Nobody else knew what it was. And I only ran across one other person who had one of the Sneaky Petes. And I said, excuse me, that's Sneaky Pete? He goes, yeah. I was like, I got one right here too. And then, of course, being gun owners, we asked what each person had. I had my Taurus. Well, it's the same one I have. My Taurus Millennial G2, and he had a Judge. And for those who don't know what a Judge is, that's a 44 Magnum.
Yeah. Damn, Yitsy's going for a religious victory.
What is he doing? Running a theocracy up there?
It looks like it, because if I look at the scores, he's already converted 2 other civilizations to his religion.
Did he conquer them?
No? he
Yeah,
ain't
but he's still
conquered
not
them.
in the lead.
No, but if
Frederick's
he gets
converted 13.
was that the other one, the German?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
I mean, well, I asked that question because back in old civilizations, generally the losing faction would adopt the religion of the new faction because obviously their god was stronger than the god they previously believed in. I'm oversimplifying it, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
see
there's
that.
no religious victories here. It's just spread the religion kind of deal.
Yeah. Good luck getting to my capital, though. Good luck with that. Let's see. Great words, people, religion.
I swear to God, if I don't get this wonder, I'm done.
Well, you got the university, I saw.
Oh, that wasn't a wonder.
I don't mind talking religion, but I cannot talk to my.
This campus upgrade.
There's a certain person in my family you just cannot have a religious conversation with.
Oh, here we go. Congress.
Put in term limits, damn it.
Let's see.
Tell them 12 years, no more.
Yeah, right.
Look, I'm sorry, but in reality, the only way that kind of shit's going to happen is an Article 5 convention.
Well, we'll get. Oh, here we go. Another player finished Other World Wonder. That World Wonder. Here's hoping LDG didn't miss his wonder. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. All right. Is that choose Civic?
Does this game keep going for you guys after you leave it?
No,
No.
it'll stop.
Yeah, I didn't know if this was a game that was, one that continued to, some offline fashion.
No, that's. I don't have many games that do that, but of the ones I do, oh, that's something. That's something else. Of the ones I do, there's only just a handful of them that will actually, be running online if I choose to have a server set up for them.
Oh, do we know if Bird wants to play Risk tomorrow?
I do not know. I will.
I plan to be there if I'm feeling okay.
Okay. Well, here's to good health, Bird.
Yeah. MKG, like I said, when you get a chance to look at the maps, send me a DM. I'll let you know if I have it or not.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then we'll fire it up off but I'll probably show up about 10 minutes ahead of time.
Okay.
If you're good with that on StreamYard, so we can make sure we get this set up for everybody to be able to get in.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll send everybody on the Twitter the StreamYard link as well.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it. Let me see. Checking my. All right. Yeah, I've got set up on manual, so we're good on that. We're going to be able to do that. I'm keeping the cards fixed. I don't like doing the progressive cards. I don't know what your guys' opinion on that is or not.
I don't necessarily have an opinion just because I don't know what would be involved there. So
what happens is when they're progressive, as more people start turning in cards, you get more troops. It's like the troops increase. It's not fixed on the set of cards you have. The number increases, which can sometimes be fun, but also can sometimes be an annoyance. I prefer to stick with fixed, but it's a personal preference.
Okay. Well, it'll be a good way to see if the last win I had was more luck or if I actually understand the game, which will be interesting for me. At least.
Do you guys want Blizzard on? Or Fog of War? Oh, here's something new.
You can't
they
do
added something
Fog of
new here,
War.
guys. Portals. Yeah, I don't know what that's about yet.
Sounds like you go from one place on the map to another.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, Fog of War you can't use because it's going to give away your position to anybody watching on YouTube.
All right, fair enough.
The Blizzards I like, but I only usually like it on the original map. If you're going to be using other maps, then it really doesn't matter to me.
Okay,
I just think it keeps the original map fresh because it's never exactly the same.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be using different maps, it doesn't really matter.
All right, we'll keep Blizzard off. I don't like Fog of War myself either. Portals we'll leave off. We'll go with, in the advanced options, we'll go with manual placement, fixed card bonuses, and I keep the dice rolls true random. Unless anybody has a problem with that. Unless anybody prefers balanced blitz.
No, it all sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm good.
And we're good for 9 o'clock MKG. My time, 8 o'clock your time.
It'll be 7 o'clock my time.
So 8 o'clock my time.
Yes, because I'm in Mountain.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, gotcha. Sorry, it took me a minute. I had to remember.
No worries.
You're 2 hours different from me. That's my bad. You're in the same time zone, I believe. Jedi Bill is. Oh, wait a minute. Did they still do that? Do you guys still do daylight savings time?
Colorado does.
I don't understand why the fuck that's another thing. Why the hell hasn't our federal government? There's a bill actually to get rid of dealing the spring forward fallback shit, and I'm like, could you please just fucking do it?
Yeah.
I'm like, this should be an easy win.
Ooh. Pass.
Now, what would you prefer, standard or daylight? I prefer standard personally.
I just prefer whatever standard the world would be using. So if standard is what the world uses, I would want to go with the standard. So that's just me. Let's see.
I don't know. Do they do that in the UK? I mean, I don't know what
Yes,
countries
they
do.
have daylight. Every country, every westernized country for the most part has daylight saving. Now they do it at different times of the year, but
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Because I believe Yvette said they do daylight savings time like a week before we do. Anyway, it's an outdated concept.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully we just don't have to deal with it much longer and it can be done with. Because
It'd just be nice. It drives me nuts. Also, it sucked when you're working a 12-hour shift and you were on the schedule for the fallback. So you were basically working 13 hours, and you couldn't argue with your leadership to get the assholes to come in a half hour early to balance it out. I unfortunately never got on the night shift when it was spring forward. But if I'm being honest, I fucking love the night shift.
Yeah, I mean that's why I always tried to work the graveyard shift when I was doing Uber, just because it just made life easier.
Oh, you do Uber on the side, or you did?
I did. I don't do it anymore. I can't. I could not do it anymore, especially with just the way things are these days. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, but if I did Uber, I carry, so I'd be carrying, and I'd be like, it'd be very well known I have a gun in the vehicle. Don't fucking try anything.
I'd be like, oh, you think I'm not going to do something stupid? You picked the wrong Uber to get in, buddy.
You brought a gun to biological warfare, bitch. You got COVID. Yeah, have fun with your gun with that one.
I've already had COVID 3 times. What do I care?
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh, okay.
It's called
Wrong exit.
It's called. You know how monkeys throw You know how monkeys throw their feces around? Well, guess what, buddy? Just get ready for that in about 3 seconds. So either get out of my car or prepare for the worst smell. Because I haven't had a break in over 6 hours. So get ready.
I'd be the guy like, sorry, I got to pull over. I'm going to take a piss. Don't worry. I'll keep the meter going.
Yeah, as long as the meter was going.
How does that work? How did that work exactly? How did you guys do the meter thing in Uber?
As long as the passenger was in the car with me and as long as we were both going for the ride, like let's say if they wanted to stop at the gas station, the timer would still keep going. And that was fine. It just depends on if they would tip you or not, because that's outside of giving a ride to anybody. So I am not going to do this.
So you charge by the time, not the distance, or both?
Both.
Both? Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I'm legitimately curious. I have no damn clue.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's how it was. All right, 5 minutes. and then
Also,
I'm
I
out.
don't think anybody. Also, I really don't think any. Well, actually, in my area, people would be fine with what's on the back of my truck. But if I was in like a blue city, let's just say I'm probably getting 1-star ratings.
I think Uber has rules about what can and can't be on the car.
Oh, they probably do. They probably do, and I can totally understand that. Oh shit, that reminds me. I didn't finish that god dang show. I think it was called Super Pumped. It had to do with the founding of Uber.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
didn't finish it.
JP's, good morning. Thanks for showing up. We're actually just hanging out for a few more minutes, and then we're going to be dipping out because we've been streaming for about 3 hours now, which is unusual.
Actually, you've been streaming for 3 hours, 11 minutes, 16 seconds.
So yeah.
So
That
you're in the
seems-
311 mode.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm going to be wrapping it up here in just a few minutes. Just because, you know.
I gotta change the AI difficulty. Medium's too easy. Yeah, if I'm gonna play the AI, I gotta play on hard mode.
Yeah. And then LDG, if I'm free later this afternoon, I'll just ping you and let you know. So that way we can try and organize a later afternoon one if we have time. Oh, you bastard.
No zombie apocalypse. I'm not doing that. Capital Conquest. Oh, there's some new modifiers on here that I haven't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Problem with the zombie apocalypse is
Yep.
this little bastard just show up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't see the fun in this. Control the most territories in 5 rounds to claim victory. That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah. Yeah, not necessarily, no.
70% domination. Okay, I can maybe get behind that. Capital Conquest. That sounds interesting. I may have to try that.
Nah. Military emergency failed. Nice.
Conquer and defend every capital on the map. That actually sounds like an interesting strategy to play.
It's different when you have a capital. They put you have like a reinforced fortress kind of in your capital. And so the more people in it, it multiplies their defenses like tenfold. It's not like a regular risk game. There's a whole different mechanic involved.
It sounds interesting, though. Well, that's one thing I like about Risk on these things here. It's actually been, they add things to it, and I quite enjoy that. It shakes it up. It makes it different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can only conquer the world so many times.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and conquer Dracula's castle.
Okay. Let's see. Purchase.
Okay. we have seriously got to talk about your placement here, you AIs.
Mhm.
I put you on hard for a goddamn reason, and this is what you do.
All right. Well, LDG, I think this will be the last turn for me. We'll just wait for Yitzy to finish his turn.
Cool.
And then, like I said, if I get free later this afternoon, I'll ping you guys and let you know.
Yoki dokie.
Hey, if you're in the mood, MKG later on or something, we can always do a risk. We can always do a trial risk game just for fun.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Oh,
I mean, absolutely, I'd be all for it if you guys want to play. We'll still play tomorrow. I'm just saying we could definitely play today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll keep you posted on my end at least.
Yeah, no worries.
Sure.
You know where to find me.
Yep.
Unless I'm talking in cursive, then probably not a good time for me.
You done?
He's not
I'm
done
talking to
yet.
you. Let me know and I'll save it.
All right.
I might have overdid that, but anyway. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, nice. Damn, I got 10 troops right off the bat for my placements. Now, MKG, the last game we played, man, you really, I was impressed with what you did, man. That was a good game.
Well, that's why it'll just be interesting on this next game to see, like I said, if it was skill, luck, or a little of both, especially with the additional settings to work with as well. And
I think it came down to both, bud. I mean, I'll be completely honest. You had the random troop placements in some really good spots, and most of the time the dice were falling your way and the cards were falling your way.
yeah.
And your strategy was pretty solid. And like you said, you listened to me.
All righty. LDG, he finished his turn, so this is good a time as any to go ahead and do a save.
All right, I'm saving it. And saved. All right, there you go, boss.
Hey, thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
everybody.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. We are out of here for today. We'll try and do a stream later if everybody's around, or we'll just figure something out. So just be on the lookout.
Yeah.
So
Underground's
right.
open if anybody wants to join us.
Yep.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, LDG. Thank you, NB, and thank you, Bird. I appreciate all you guys being up here this morning.
Later.
All right.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.